I can do a recap because I'm probably gonna need the inspiration, huh?
Hmm. Yeah, sure. Maybe. Go for it.
So, yeah, or I'm gonna die. That's inspiration carryover. Asking for a friend. Um, so we woke up and went to the fields ward and collected our good goblin informant friend with Panrin in tow, and we went down into the sea ward through the tunnels and went to do the big boss fight. And we did. Halfway through, Panrin did transform into an Illithid and subsequently got stomped on by all of us. And what else exciting happened? There was plenty of cool shit that happened during the fight. Razik was a big tank and just threw himself in there really early. Just did damage, soaked damage, all that fun stuff. Everyone did really well. Nightmare showed up to my surprise, actually. Had no idea that shit was gonna happen. Um, and we ended up killing the Beast Lord and stopping the whole summoning circle thing. Afterwards, uh, the first instinct of the party was correctly to be like, "Hey, cool. Now it's time to destroy the phylactery." And the one responsible for the phylactery tried to search for it in her bag and didn't find it there. So we freaked out for a little bit, and we couldn't find it, not on Panrin, not on anyone. And yeah, so we decided, or rather, my story was Crete took it, which is not entirely untrue, and I passed that good persuasion roll or deception. It was one of them. Um, in any case, we are now on our way to report back to the Black Staff that we succeeded and disrupted the thing and are also missing the phylactery.
Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Currently, we're all bamboozled except for Razik, who has a vague suspicion. They know enough to work on it.
He knows something's off, but he doesn't even know that. He does not even know that it has anything to do with Cora necessarily. Okay. So this would be either very much. I guess this depends. Is this for you guys the same night or the day after? Do you go rest or do you go straight to the tower?
To the tower, baby.
Did we
ever
already
rest?
make it up? Because I thought our the other thing we wanted to do was kind of help the forces of Waterdeep that we're still cleaning up.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
No,
In the
that
tunnel.
also happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
One
we
thing
came
you
out of those
noticed.
tunnels really late.
Yeah, one thing that happened as you were moving southwards was the Illithid that you did not kill, and you assumed were probably killed in the Cloud Kill or something. That nature did show
we-
back up, crawled through the walls, and did attack you from behind. But I mean, you guys are capable fighters. So it was not really an issue. Let's see.
Yeah, we saw them all well, we saw some of them disappear, so we
Mhm.
kind of knew that they hadn't died in the cloud kill.
Yeah. But either way, with many other people in varying states of, well, I guess mortality. Some people are dead, some people are being brought back from the dead, and many people are maimed and being healed. There are lots of people who are being brought back to the surface through another means after it would appear that combat has ended, that the forces have been stayed, whatever it might be that finally triggers that there is nothing left to do or anything left to give. You are led by the others to a... oh my god, Al. You are led to a passageway with a sealed door and a field, a very clear arcane window that is passable only by some who have been designated and very carefully are allowing people passage. And yes, you can return to the city, you can return to Castle Waterdeep if you so choose, with many of the others who appear to be headed in that direction as well. And... Probably. Huh? Where?
Good to see Mr. Hat Man is here.
There are fewer of his escort with him.
Thank
But-
God that bastard didn't die instead of them.
And you have the opportunity to speak to either the Lord or to the Blackstaff, whoever you choose.
I think all of our
Blackstaff.
conversation previously had been with the Blackstaff, so
Yeah.
We talked with the Lord once, and that was when we were being reprimanded.
yeah.
I don't know clearance for that.
Okay, cool. Alright then. She will be notified by the escorts that take you to the castle that you wish to have audience with her, and she will attend. She looks as if she has slept a little bit and rested just a little since you've last seen her, but she is still carrying most of her weight on the Blackstaff itself. And says the Stroganoff died, I assume.
Quite efficiently, yes.
Ceramorphosis took him.
Hmm. Well, I assume you either are in need of more resources or you have managed to affect the ritual, the process, whatever it is that you found. Yes?
I tap on my vacuum. Got it.
The
That is not
ritual
as
has been
clear as you
disrupted.
think. Thank you.
The Beast Lord, who we fought previously in Waterdeep, was there. He has been slain again. However, the item that served his phylactery, it would seem, has been lost. So we cannot guarantee that he will not return.
Cora is going to pipe up and say, the phylactery is actually most likely in the custody of the Raven Queen in the Shadowfell, within the walls of the fortress.
Why?
Cora shrugs and says, when I died and my soul almost reached her, I could hear the music box playing. It went missing last night, as well as the imp that is my coworker
you feel a an awakening the back of your skull, an alertness. If you so choose, you can do an intelligence check.
Yeah, no, not even a little bit.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. I don't know what's going on. This is your head, not mine.
Sorry, intelligence check, not a save. Sorry, I thought it was a save against a thing. Sure thing. Oh, I just did a save. I'm fucking stupid. My bad. There we go. That's the real one.
Math.
Okay. The dawning sensation in your head grows for a moment, and she continues to stare at you, Cora, and says, "What possessed you to misplace this artifact?"
Cora looks like just back at the black staff without blinking and says, "I think you know the answer to that." My only
Very
concern is that, well, it's less of a concern and more of a question. If she makes like a vague gesture with her hands and goes, reforms around the phylactery and is prisoner in the Fortress of Misery, will he not be able to return, or do... I'm not familiar with illithids.
Yes. And still you made this call. She taps her staff to the ground as the earth around you breaks apart and chains lash out from the ground. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, the DC is probably so dummy high. There's...
She does possess the black staff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna make this.
You might. There you go.
27.
It is close.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, even if I do make it, there's no way. It's not close.
Yeah. And then guards begin to move in. It is up to you whether or not we need to roll initiative, Cora.
I mean, the... Yeah, I mean, I have no resources. There's absolutely nothing that I could do that won't just kill me.
Okay. If that is the case, then guards draw closer and take you by the shoulders and cuff you behind the back.
Gosh, see, that
Has
was
it
a
actually
lot
been
easier.
explained to us, like, what went down? Because
No?
from Oryx's perspective, yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Um,
sorry. Someone want to explain to me what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, because Oryx would get in the way of these guards.
Mhm.
Like, she doesn't know what's going on. She knows that all of a sudden someone's coming for her.
So do we need to roll initiative?
I will put my hand on Oryx's shoulder if she tries to get in the way and says it's okay. And she'll look back at Pete and say, this was probably what you wanted to talk to me about, huh? As the guards come and get her.
Not exactly, but this does seem pretty prudent right now.
Blackstaff, would you please explain before violence commences?
It would appear your friend has deceived you and has opted to surrender the artifact to a being over which we have no control. She might be right that this might prove in the interest of Waterdeep. That is not a gamble. That is not a gamble that I am willing to take. As such, she will be punished for the sacrifice that she has made, and perhaps there will be merely a short amount of time that this will account for.
Cora
Was
will.
the item not given to us for us to deal with? That was the implication that we were given by Panrin.
Has it been destroyed? She looks at you, Cora.
I cannot tell you that for sure, because I don't know. Also, did you not give it to Panrin, or did Panrin find it and give it to us? Because if you wanted it destroyed and knew that he had it in his custody, why not just destroy it?
This is something we will discuss later.
Actually, I would rather discuss something right now, please.
This is
Panrin
not an
betrayed
option
us.
that is presented to you. This is not a decision that you get to make.
Not about that. She should likely be detained. Another issue, pressing still. Panrin betrayed us. Did you not vet him?
There was something impeding my ability to read his intentions.
Point of order query. Panner didn't turn on us. Panner turned into something else.
Necessary distinction, perhaps. If you were not able to see it, that is acceptable. It was weighing on my mind. Did not make sense.
Cora, you are escorted off unless you resist.
Nope. Okay. I'm outie 5,000, baby. Oh shoot, beefy dragonborn guards? That's who's staffing this place?
She says, I will inform you of the Lord's decision in the morning. There are many others that we all still need to see. And then she pulls a satchel with some coin in it from a bag and hands it out to and holds it out to you. It was never an agreed upon cost or price for your hire. I assume a good 100 platinum should do you good.
Yeah, we usually do this shit for free.
Well, you can take it if you wish.
Any objections?
We might need it.
None whatsoever.
Alright, good point. I take the money.
Okay.
Give me the money.
We will speak later.
May I ask one final question?
Would depend on its nature.
I would like to ask your opinion. You have more knowledge than we do. Do you believe they will kill her?
They would likely represent myself or one of the lords. Until we know whether or not that artifact has been destroyed, I cannot say.
Are we able to visit her? If she is to be detained for a long period of time.
If she is to be detained for any period longer than a night, then yes.
Thank you for your answers. Are we dismissed?
Yes.
Yeah,
one
Query
last
turns to
thing.
start walking out.
One last thing, real quick. And Razzik will reach into his bag and pull out the preservation jar. We have this tadpole that you might want for research purposes, but if not, we can just destroy it.
Thank you. And she'll hold out her hand.
I'll unscrew the jar and dump the tadpole in her hand.
Yeah, her right before it touches her palm, it hovers in the air, and it maintains a floating spot over her palm as she turns with it elsewhere.
Having been reminded by Razzik, actually, Query will turn back around and hold out a ream of papers that include drawings of all the kinds of mind flayers / beholders we saw.
Thank you.
It is your problem now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Query starts walking out.
What a fucking golden line.
Okay, you all leave?
Yeah.
Okay, Cora, you are not
Hi.
brought. You are not brought to the trust box. You are also not brought to the Silverhold prison. You are brought to a long, underutilized dungeon that is not terribly far from the underground facility that the court that you have been to has been held in. And it is dark and cold. There is no windows when the door is shut behind you. You hear a seal as it is locked and then warded. You are stripped of weapons, tools, equipment, all except for your clothing. Jewelry, everything. You okay?
Oh, yeah, I was saying wonderful. Can't even do prestidigitation tricks to keep myself entertained.
Not really. Not without a focus. Do you do anything?
I don't know. Maybe I know it's warded. But I do I'll definitely just try and just see if there's any weird Shadowfell interference coming my way that I can catch over the airwaves, so to speak.
You just try to tune in?
Yeah, just try and tune in.
Not really anything more than usual. If anything, it feels a little quieter. Maybe your decision in your period of death affected someone's opinion.
All right.
Do you try to sleep, or do you just sit there and wait?
I will definitely try and sleep if I can. If I can get a long rest in or any sort of rest in, I would love to. Also, I have no idea how this works, but the raven might appear outside of the cell unless the whole building is warded. If I do get to take a long rest and it happens to be dawn by the time they come and get me, there will be a tiny raven just like kind of sitting outside.
I think we're gonna crank through your stuff a little bit. I think that's a good idea.
Oh, yay.
So, yes, you can take a long rest. And you have a sense that the raven is close, but it is inaccessible. And you are, fed at sundown and at sunrise. Nothing of note. And in the morning, there is a mage who comes to take you, if you will.
Yeah. Getting out of the house. Never hurt anyone.
All right. When you exit the cell, you do not see the raven yet, but you know it is around somewhere. It does not come to you immediately. And you are brought into another room that has kind of a stomach lurching similarity to the rooms that you've been stuck in with Song in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Without the open air above. And you are set inside, and you are asked if you will be willing to compromise, or if you will resist.
Compromise on what exactly?
The Blackstaff has some concerns about what she understood your intentions to be. We wish to examine closer.
I don't see there being a need for me to resist then. She can just ask.
And you intend to answer honestly.
Yes.
As it happens, she is currently indisposed. She is particularly busy. If you wouldn't mind, we can conduct an interview with myself.
Does this person look, I don't know. They seem pretty bland in their presentation, but is there any, clues or anything that he might be any sort of bias, or is he just here to basically ask questions that he's been given?
You can roll an insight check.
Yeah. Because if not, I'll wait for the Blackstaff. Because I don't want my shit to be.
He seems, he is right. You guys are not the only adventuring party in town, and she is very busy.
Yeah, that part I didn't doubt.
Yeah. This guy just seems
he's the best one to talk to.
He appears to also be a mage of high power, as far as you can tell.
Yeah. Sure, we can do it now. Speed up the process.
Excellent. Very well. How is it that you came into contact with extraplanar beings?
Cora's gonna stroke her chin and say, there's not really a triggering event. It just started when I was a child, and just the voice of the Raven Queen got louder and louder until, I
And-
entered the pact.
And how come you to know this to be the Raven Queen and no other?
Well, based on some light reading I've done, which probably sounds ridiculous to you, the way of contact is as enigmatic as the Raven Queen is being described as being usually, and also like the powers and things are all tied to the Shadowfell. I'm not really aware of any other like creatures that could be patrons, I guess, that inhabit that place. Also, I did take a visit to the fortress. She kind of swings back and forth.
By what means?
An amulet of planar something or other.
Under whose possession? Your own?
A friend's, kind of group, I guess.
And this friend was?
Oh, are you looking for a name?
Perhaps.
I don't see how that's relevant because they're not also tied into a pact. Not with the Raven Queen, at least. They were just doing me a favor. Apparently, it's like a trial to undergo, like this maze. I'm, again, not quite educated on this. If you could provide any insight as we go along, that would be wonderful.
He kind of ignores your request and says, and this trial, what sort of challenges were presented to you?
Introspection, mostly. It wasn't like a trial by combat or any sort of riddle or anything, just coming to grips with certain things. Traumas, emotions. She moves her hand in a circular motion.
And this trial, posed to you by a friend, an acquaintance, if anything, was to what end?
Well, that is a great question. It was more, I guess, adventurer's stupidity, curiosity, maybe, a hope that there would be something valuable at the end of it, or an enhanced ability.
And was there?
She kind of like squints her eyes and really has to think about that one for a second before saying, yes, kind of. It was definitely more of a therapeutic venture than it was one for just power, you know?
And this experience, what were the steps that brought you to believe that handing over the phylactery to whatever being it was that you claim to have pacted with, to have sworn to, what actions made you believe that this was a wise decision? And how did you come to do so?
Well, that answer is twofold and doesn't really have to do anything with the trial or any of that. I've been, I guess, maybe it's my own sort of affinity for channeling it or the power granted to me, but I've been making like sacrifices, whether it be like knickknacks and weird curios or giant beasts that we've slain on our journey. And it's made my powers more effective. I haven't. I
You
had
do
been.
this for power.
Mm, kind of. I'm not gonna say that I do it just for power, and adventuring is fun work. If I get to be more powerful and while I do it, might as well, right? As well as other things. Point is, not all for power, but it's a bonus. Makes my job easier.
And this is why you handed over the phylactery?
That, and I don't think anyone in our party was equipped to destroy it. As I'm to understand, phylacteries aren't like well studied, or at least not well documented on how to destroy one without consequence. So I thought that maybe my patron would have, or the people or creatures that work for her would have more insight to it. I was going to make a trip down to the Shadowfell and meet with some Shadarkai to maybe get some insight on profane magic and how to destroy it. But there was something that called to me the night that I had that conversation with the person who had the phylactery in our group, and I took it. And the rest is history.
So if this call were to be made again to do some undetermined thing, you would heed this request?
Now, like, what are we talking about?
Perhaps stealing other relics within Waterdeep, or Neverwinter, or other such cities within the Heartlands.
I don't think that would be a concern, because I have never been called to steal or take anything powerful other
Until
than
recently.
this. Yes, but there's a difference. There's a difference between, like, I don't know, like the Crown of Neverwinter and this. The Crown of Neverwinter doesn't concern the Raven Queen. She has no need for it. It also doesn't have anything, like, sentimental.
How would you know?
I suppose I wouldn't. But also, that would be suicide.
So you only do this because it is easy.
Aw.
For
Now
the
you're-
sake of greater power?
Not because it's easy entirely, but most things dissuade me from doing it because harm would come to me if I did it. I think that's the understanding that my patron and I have, is that to continue doing my work, I cannot do things that would bring harm to me and put me in a position where I can't do it anymore. Additionally, I was going to do this anyways, just with extra steps and bureaucracy and dealing with the people in the party, which would have taken weeks and weeks, and this Beast Lord would have been reformed by then. The point is, I guess it was easy, but if it's worth anything, that's not why.
Make a persuasion check. You keeping it?
I'm gonna use a luck point and roll it again. I'll take the 24.
Okay. He collects some things and says, "You will be heard. You will hear from the Blackstaff and the Lords shortly." And he leaves the room, and you are left behind in it. The door seals and turns into a wall.
Cora sighs and just is like, I thought they were indisposed. Fuckers. Alright,
Okay.
yep, time to wait.
Everybody else, what you doing?
Do we wait? What's the plan?
I do not know.
You're funny, Oryx.
We should probably go
why
get
would-
some rest.
Why would we wait?
For Cora?
Oh no. No, she's not welcome here anymore.
The Blackstaff said she would render judgment in the morning.
Mm-hmm. She's not welcome here, within vicinity of my body anymore.
I have to agree with Faye.
Either her pet stole from me, or she stole from me, or her pet stole from me with her permission. In any case, she's a danger to me, and by extension to all of us, and by extension the city, and possibly the world, because either carelessness or wretchedness has made her such. Don't want her near me.
This is the same night, correct?
Correct. Yep.
As
Okay.
we're walking out.
Well, either way, she's not really our responsibility for the night. I say we come back in the morning and see what they determine.
That is wise.
That's it?
Then
Back to the tavern.
Okay. 1 second. Me and June have some things to work out. So you guys, if you have anything, are welcome to set intentions, take care of anything you need to for the night, while I message June.
We could also hop and whisper if you. That'll be easier.
Well, that's true. I just want to hear what they're thinking too. You know, let's just go to Whisper. We'll do that.
Does anyone
bold of her
even...
to assume that we're thinking.
Yeah,
Ooh,
like
Cora's
head,
in trouble.
head empty.
The closest I have is that Query knows that they have to stay Query right now because Valor's going to do something dumb.
Yeah, okay. That follows. That
Yeah,
follows. That follows.
Like, Query is logical enough to be like, no. Valor might be like, well, hold on. Heroism! Like, no. Hang on. Sorry, violence, not Valor.
I think
Yeah, it's a real shame Razik doesn't have another body to turn into.
it will be good for me, both as a player and in character, if Faye never learns the truth about what went on there, because she might get a little shooty. She's her flaw is that she's overly protective of especially valuable and dangerous magic items.
The irony.
Yeah, well, I mean, she hoards them.
Except for that
is the
one.
thing.
Well, she
The
was going
the
to
one she put in her head, yeah.
Yeah, that you put in your head and then you gave away to a random
Well, I
priest.
did see. Here's the thing,
You know.
Cody. Is a character without my flaw probably would have just never done it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
If it is like the most buck wild like fear response.
It was
Make you
fucking. It was a stupid thing to do, objectively.
I reckon Query could probably break Cora out.
I don't think you should.
Should.
Yeah.
That's a really bad idea.
Just saying I could.
It's a fucking god awful idea. Don't do it. You
I'm
probably
gonna throw it
couldn't.
out there. You probably couldn't. Yeah,
You
no,
probably
I'm with Lil on
couldn't.
this one.
No, no mundane means is gonna get her out of there. You have to know the spell that unseals and seals the arcane lock.
We're asking a lot of could, and we should be asking should.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah,
You definitely
that's
should,
why
regardless.
we're staying Query.
If anything, Valor would probably be more likely to be able to break her out of there. Because he could bust down walls.
Problem is Valor would go down.
He'd bust down one wall and then get mind whammied into not doing any more walls.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, Valor they both have pros and cons.
I just want to point out that, like, Valor would be able to bust down the wall and then they'd both get fucking murked, but
Right, I mean,
Query
how
wouldn't
many
even
people-
make it that far.
How many people are roaming around there with power word kill? Like, this would be over fast.
A lot.
Power Word Kill couldn't even take Valor down unless
Yeah,
Valor
see,
hit
that's
a
what I'm
lot of
saying.
punishment.
That's what I'm saying, is that Valor has a better shot.
Also, the answer is probably not that many as it would seem, only because that's a fucking 9th level spell, so you're looking
True.
at like a 17th level caster.
It's basically the Blackstaff and Laeral Silverhand could know that
Which,
spell.
admittedly, is enough to murk our entire party.
No,
It's enough.
absolutely. What, like you said, one mind whammy takes like Valor out of the equation. It's not that hard. Valor
I-
has
Just bring your kid about backpack.
fuck. It's
Let's
like,
point
okay.
out that Wall of Force is like a 5th level spell with no conventional means of countering it. So,
Yep.
if you're not a caster, you're kind of just fucked if you walk into a mage tower and like decide to start fucking shit up. Because there's a saveless way to make you stand still until they can bring enough people to fucking disintegrate your ass.
Or, you know, you suffocate and die.
Yeah, one
Or
of the
starve
two.
to death. Which I guess neither is really a threat to Valor, but
In the
Not really a
actual
threat to Valor.
in the actual throne room, I, as Query, was crunching the numbers on this person did save Sprite Pepsi, and that is the only thing stopping me from getting across the room and stabbing them in the throat and bailing out. The Black
Oh.
Staff
Blackstaff? That's weird.
did save Sprite
Why-
Pepsi. That enough is to be like, okay, it's
Well,
Cora's.
like, what reason would you have to kill the Blackstaff even if you wanted to get Cora out of there?
Well, because it's the most likely way.
I don't think so.
I'm glad that didn't go down because it sounds like it could have turned real ugly real fast. Because
It would have
I
ended
don't-
in multiple character deaths for sure.
Yeah, because
are you
the party.
talking about-
It sounds like the party would have been split as to what to do and whose side they were on.
Oh, if you guys had fought like in
Yeah,
the
fought,
underground.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That would have been a disaster.
that's why player June was like, "Oh no, I'm not letting this happen because I know where this is
I
going."
am playing a smart character now. I know better.
Violence, on the other hand.
Violence does not know better. Violence
Which
could-
is why orcs would have dealt with guards, but like the moment the Blackstaff stepped in, she's not suicidal. It wasn't a we're gonna bust Cora out of here. It was a you're going to explain what's going on before this happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. So next morning, you have summons to the castle if you'd like to attend essentially the verdict that has. Yeah. You're not interested? Anyone interested?
Yeah.
Razik's going.
All right. Well, if everyone else is going,
Me
I'm
too.
a follower.
So everyone is going. Yes.
Yep.
All I know is Pete going, because if Pete's not going, then Faye's got someone to hang with.
Nah.
No, sorry, I said Pete too, so he's going.
Okay.
I mean, core group is going anyway. I'd still go.
Is what body is Valor?
Uh,
wasn't gonna say it, but
Okay, so healing everyone but one.
Valor judiciously decided to stay in Query for the moment so that they don't make bad decisions. There was a specific choice made tonight to stay in Query because violence will make bad decisions.
Big brain move.
Yeah. That's what intelligence looks like. Not well. Valor's wisdom is to say like maybe we shouldn't. Query's is to go. We won't.
Okay, cool. So you can all be escorted back to the castle once again, to the lower levels again, where you recognize some of the paths that you were taken down when you were all brought before the Open Lords. This is slightly different, however. There is a divergence that takes you to a floor above, and into a chamber with a glass floor. Beneath the glass floor is the circle of the Open Lords, and Cora sitting in a chair below them, some 15 feet. You can all watch as it is explained what Cora revealed, what the Blackstaff understood, and the totality of the events as is understood by the Blackstaff and the Masked Lords.
So, just so I'm clear, right?
Mhm.
As a result of that explanation, we, the party, now understand that she stole the phylactery from Faye and gave it to the Raven Queen.
Yes. And I think
Got
that
it.
you guys have a little bit more dots to connect than they
Right.
do, because they understand is stolen from a party member, but you all know who. And as punishment, Cora is going to be sent to Silverhold Prison to be detained, so that her influence and her, what's the word? I guess propensity for potential incredible endangerment of the city-state and its surrounding properties are no longer at risk. And she will be held there for 5 years before she will be brought back to be spoken to again, and will be regularly communicating with clerics of varying alliances to help determine her sanity, as that is something that is called into question by some of the things that she has said.
Mean.
Fair. Mean and fair.
And Cora, you're totally chill, right?
Oh, Cora is like, I don't know how like like unrestrictive this chair is that I'm sitting in, but Cora is absolutely lounging, legs crossed, sitting like a debutante with like
Like an insane person.
Like how an insane person might react to the situation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Can't hear you. I
cut out
think
soon.
think your mic
I
is
think your
acting up.
Discord is effed up.
You're
Now you're
muted?
muted, by the way. Still muted.
Still
Uh-oh.
muted.
I guess they took her off to prison. Holy shit. Silent.
Man, the mystery tour really did come and take her away.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
well do I need to coordinate to not have
sorry.
the same
It's,
Brandix characters?
There
it's-
you are.
I'm sorry. My audio interface. I kicked the power source. My
Oh.
bad.
Nice.
I literally did not hear anything beyond me saying I am super chill in this whole process.
We said like an insane person would do, and then nothing.
Yes, pretty much. I mean, not like an insane person would do. Like someone who knows they're getting out. That this doesn't matter.
So like an insane person would do. Like a person who doesn't have very good perspective on reality.
I think her perspective on reality is pretty great and grounded. She knows she's gonna be held up for a few weeks.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay. And with that, there is a final offer. If there is made to Cora, if there is anyone within the city limits that she would like to speak with before she is sent away.
Like privately?
Not really. They're not gonna leave
Right.
you alone with anybody.
Right.
Like
But like
prison
with like
rules.
guards. Yeah. Prison
Yeah.
guards.
Yeah.
I'll probably one person or two, because I'd definitely say Oryx and Valor.
I think
Query.
one.
Okay.
Oryx and Valor, huh? Not the
Yeah.
person she stole from, huh? I
Yeah.
I get angry and start walking around the room in a huff.
Mm, she's gonna go ahead and speak to Oryx.
Quick question. Is the glass floor separating Cora from the judgment panel, or is it separating Cora and the
It's
judgment
us.
panel from us?
We're in like an observation
Okay,
space.
I got it.
Somebody-
So they can't hear us?
That is correct.
And it's
Gotcha.
one way, I assume.
Okay. Oryx, then, with some coordination, you are told that you have been summoned to speak with Cora if you so choose.
Of course.
Okay. Because you are so close by, in truth, they will just have this meeting take place with everyone else to observe in the courtroom below. So you go down a flight of stairs, you enter the same room, and a chair is provided to you if you'd like. It's very
Just an
uncomfortable.
FYI, while this is going on, I'm going to try and get someone's attention to try and convince them to let me speak to someone on the panel.
To one of the masked lords.
Yeah.
Okay. There is no check you can do that will let you do that.
Right. No, I figured.
Yeah.
Oh, but I so wanted to see that play out.
Oh, me too.
I mean, listen, I want that too, but the whole thing is that they have secret identities.
I've got a lot of angry, boiling orc blood in me, so I'm gonna assist out of enthusiasm and energy.
Yeah, no guard is going to grant you this, and in fact insists if you continue to to put up such an apparent fuss, you will be escorted out.
Oh.
I leave and I go to Falconmere because I'm looking for Jareth.
Okay, cool. We'll handle that in a little bit. Cora, you have a moment to speak with Oryx in front of the masked lords and guards and, all that.
God and everyone.
God and everybody.
All the gods, they're all tuned in on their stupid little TV sets.
All the gods, including the half god that she actually sent the thing to. Yeah, I think she's fine with that.
Yeah.
God and everyone.
She is just gonna. She's gonna kind of drop the whole, like, really cocky air about her when Oryx enters and just say, "Hey, I figured you would be the one most, I guess, not confused about it, but like the one who'd try and vouch for me."
Very true.
Yeah. I was gonna call them in, but it's not like I have a lot of options. I just wanted. Look. I am confident I didn't endanger anyone. And I know that's not what the verdict says, and I know that that's not what you all might think. But the Beast Lord is secured. It wasn't dumb of me to do what I did. I'm definitely sorry that I'm paying for the consequences like I am. But I'll be okay. You don't need to go through any trouble for me. And if you have any questions on anything, you feel free to ask.
So why exactly are you going along with this?
Well,
I mean, we did just save this entire city again.
That's a complicated answer, Oryx, and not one that I can provide right now. But I think I'm not gonna be executed, and 5 years is nothing. I'm a young.
That's half my life.
Not that much for this body. So, once they deem it not a threat, which might possibly be earlier, if they will cooperate with me, fingers crossed, I'll be out and free. And yeah, I don't see there being a need for you to involve yourself in this.
So you did steal it then, and then when we got out of the tunnels, you just pretended that Crete stole it without your knowledge, without you telling him to.
I did steal it. Well, yes, I did steal it, and yeah,
and
I
then
did.
Blamed it on Crete.
Well, he was technically the one who delivered it, but half-truths and truths aren't the same thing. I get it. It's mostly because, I did have a conversation with Faye.
Yeah, she's pretty
Pretty what?
angry.
Great. No, but we were gonna.
I'm sorry. Is that sarcasm? Was that a sarcastic great or like not a sarcastic great?
You can figure it out.
No, I can't. That's why I'm asking.
The point is we were gonna deal with it later, but I just was compelled to do it in that moment, and I know how the vast majority of the party is, and they would not have liked it. I know you probably won't want me back if I ever get free, and I don't think I'll be seeing this continent much longer after I'm out of here. But yeah, I didn't want any sort of like schism.
I mean, I'm not thrilled that you stole from Faye or that you then lied to us about that, but that doesn't mean that I don't ever want to see you again. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. We've
Arx.
gone through multiple world-ending threat situations together, and this is a music box that contains a Mind Flayer's soul, whatever that would be, something that we were going to destroy, and has apparently been handed over, as far as we're aware, to a god who now, I guess, in a few, however long it takes the Beast Lord to reform, he's got to deal with them. So
Yeah, and it's not
sure,
gonna
we
be
didn't
pleasant.
destroy it, but it's still not here, and ultimately that's, for now, just as good.
Yeah, I mean, it's the correct assessment. Unfortunately, not the assessment that the city is giving, but nah, I don't mind. Also, I'm glad that you're of that mind, and I knew you would be. That's why you're down here and not any of the others. Well, except for Query, Valor. They're fine. They would be of the same sort of disposition. Yeah, I appreciate it.
What are they going to have you do for 5 years?
Yeah,
They
probably sit in the
said,
cell.
but
You know, it would be unwise of them if they didn't just use me to, like, deal with this problem proactively, but I'm sure they're too scared of me to do that, so I'm probably just gonna sit and wait. Hopefully they have reading material in Silverhold. Also, yeah, no, I'm aware they're 15 feet away from me. I know they can hear me. I don't give a shit. What are they going to do? Extend my sentence because I said their thing was because I disagree with their sentence?
Kill you.
Kill
They
you.
can kill you.
They can kill you. They can kill you with no public backlash because they're literally a shadow government.
If that's not something Cora would want. Either way,
Either way. Arx, you are removed from the courtroom unless you have anything else you'd like to say.
no. Just Oryx will hug Cora
Nope, you will not. They will not let
Oryx
you
will
touch her.
try to hug Aura, or will try to hug Cora. And then just
Yeah.
I'll see you in 5 years.
As Oryx is walking away, I'll just say, "Tell Query I'm sorry, and thank you. I'll see you then."
Oryx, you are brought back upstairs, but not into the chamber. Everyone else is escorted out to meet you.
Can I ask the guard if they can hold up a handwritten note from across the thing for Cora to read?
What?
Like, write a note to Cora, and they can just not even hand it to her, just hold it up
Like pressed against the glass.
from across the room so that the open lords don't have a spook about it.
No, that won't work. You guys are being very heavily monitored. And,
I know, that's why I'm being completely open.
you're just going to write something on a piece of paper and put it to the glass? Cora can't actually see you guys.
I'm gonna try to hand it to a guard and ask them if they wouldn't mind doing it.
Oh, yeah, no,
Since
they're not
they
going to
are
do
in
that.
charge of all of this.
They're not going to do that. You can write a note and give it to a guard, but they're not going to give it to her or let her see it.
It's fine.
Okay. Everyone else is escorted from the room before Cora is brought from the court chambers. Cora, you spend a night more in prison before you are put into a wagon, at which point you do see the Raven, but it does not make it to you in time before you are put into an enclosed, a paddy wagon and brought over a bridge to an island strong fortress that is built underground, on an island, and you do not see daylight for days. And then, maybe stuff happens that we already talked later. But sometime in the future. Way beyond everyone else's,
Timetable.
scope.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Razik has left for Falconmere, and in truth, because of time and everything, is not very close by the time everyone else is leaving the castle, but you're still far enough ahead of everyone that you can return to Falconmere alone, trying to find Jareth, and with a little poking around, you can eventually find her, exhausted from her labors at the sinkhole. But regardless, she is in her private room with the tree that she uses for teleportation, that you have used for teleportation as well. And she looks up at you as if she has been crying for some time. And says, "Yes, something I can help you with, Razik."
Hello. You may be aware that one of our party, Cora, was arrested and being sent to prison for 5 years.
I was not aware. No.
Well, they passed judgment, and I'm afraid they might not have all of the information that they need.
What do you mean?
Her name's not Cora.
Okay.
Her name is Zira. She was a member of the Zentarum for some time, and they were trying to kill her. And we helped hide her identity and change her body so that they would not know who she is. And it is a secret I was willing to keep when I thought she had some loyalty to the tribe, but she clearly does not. And so I think it is important that the people passing judgment on her know this.
Well, I will speak to my cousin then. I suppose. Thank you, Radzik. Yes.
You don't look very good.
I don't feel very well. Thank you.
Well. Hold still for a second.
Thank you, Radzik. That is very kind.
You're welcome.
Are all of you doing well besides this one?
No, I think this will have significant repercussions.
And you're comfortable with that?
Oh, well, no, but that is neither here nor there. The repercussions are here, and we must deal with them.
Thank you, Radzik.
You're welcome. I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
She rises and retrieves a silver cistern as you've seen Blossom use. She fills it with water and clearly begins speaking to someone almost as you leave.
And I head back to the tavern.
Okay. Everybody else, do you all meet up back there, or do you have other things you do before?
I need to pick up a few like non-magical crafting items, but that's it.
Okay. You have a component cost, or?
None of it is costly. I need like a single strip of leather, and by that I mean something like an inch by maybe 3 inches
bunch of
and
rubbish.
a feather.
Okay. You can drop a couple of copper pieces, I suppose.
I have everything else I need, so.
Okay.
Oh man, I gotta make change.
Rich people problems.
Yeah, I do just imagine the tiny
God, I
orcs
have to
just
make
carrying around
change.
pockets.
Cora is going to prison.
How much money are each of us even getting?
I was just about to ask that.
I mean,
Share just went up.
all I'm saying is that Cora's problems, and this is Ted saying this, Cora's problems are Cora's problems. She
Exactly.
created
You
those
guys.
problems.
1,
I'll
2,
query
3,
that
4,
as well.
5, 6. Oh, wait.
I return.
And you guys are only splitting it 5 ways, baby.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Ooh, nice easy math.
You're welcome.
Never been so happy about a PC getting in prison.
Oh.
Easy math.
That was 100 platinum pieces, right? We're splitting.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's 20 plat
It's 20
each.
each. Yep.
That's not bad for a day's work. For government work, anyway.
Oh, thank God I'm query right now. I'm pocketing me. This is a fucking like down payment for Sprite Pepsi.
Right, Pepsi
Yeah.
College Fund.
College fund, the
Well,
tuition.
Shit needs to get bought, right? Like so that
Yeah, he needs a new box.
little biological child can survive a voyage, none of which Query or Violence currently have. He needs a new box. Shit.
Please don't buy him another box.
I am a box.
Buy him a box.
No.
Become the box.
Honestly,
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure like half of this platinum is just gonna get handed to the Tay Morton people and just be like, you figure out what to do with this.
Yeah, they don't actually use money.
They don't do
Exactly.
that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they don't do money.
Like, just here. If anybody wants money when they come through, give them some of this money.
Okay. Okay. So, everybody else, is there anything you're doing now that you have money? Now that you're all back together? Oh, Doug, do you want to reveal your new token or no?
Ooh.
Yeah, no, definitely. Since he looks like that now.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that. It's nice. It's nice and dramatic.
You know how I love dramatic, Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, here is Doug's new token.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good token.
Sorry, where is that?
It's here.
Just on.
It's literally right next to your token.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
isn't that-
gentleman.
Symmetrical.
Symmetrical.
Where he said it's canon. Hey, you were symmetrical. Congrats. That's my gift to you.
That's a part of my assessment, my updated assessment.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, I know Query has. Well, I guess
Query-
Valor has ideas.
Query is going to like state to everybody that they're going to go back to being violent soon, and then going to quickly depart.
Hey Pete, you got that little token I gave you?
Yeah. And I'll hand it back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why are you leaving?
My adventure is at a conclusion. I am going to go take care of Sprite Pepsi and fulfill the remainder of my imperative.
Like right now?
After I acquire supplies.
That begs a good question. What is next for the rest of us?
I still. Well, I suppose I still need to go and try to rescue the last of my tribe from Kalamazarak. Pete, we agreed to take you to Brookvale. I suppose at least we won't be concerned whether the Raven Queen makes an appearance in Brookvale now.
I'm very sorry. I had to step away from the computer real quick, and I'm very lost. What?
We're discussing play.
Okay, cool.
Is there something you needed to do, Pete, Faye, Razak?
I mean, depending on what y'all's move is next, I might go with Query, Valor, Violence. Take your pick.
Fine.
Sorry?
Valor is fine.
Oh, okay.
Well, where will you be going?
To see my folks, because they're headed out that way.
What way? I'm confused. I don't understand. Where are people going?
I intend to go to Taymorden with Sprite Pepsi.
Why,
Well,
why can't we go with you, Faye?
I never said you couldn't.
Then why don't we just all go to see your family?
That's a good question.
If you would like to.
Do you
You're-
have a certain timeline that you need to see them? Does it need to be soon?
No.
I think she's largely tagging along with Query, who is going to pick up Sprite Pepsi, right?
Yeah, half because I do want to go see my family, and half because I have gotten a very healthy fear of the roads, and I don't particularly want Valor to be alone on them.
Mm. If you are asking why now, I am in a hurry. I have grown tired of the hero's journey. It is concluded now. You all have given me a very valuable experience. I was able to honor the story of Baron. This was valuable and important. But it is time for the next thing now. A different kind of story.
Well, I'm sorry that our story's over.
I will likely see you often if you stop by Timorn to visit. And I assume you will want to say goodbye to us as, well, violence, yes. The frame in which you met us.
I mean, whatever's clever, dude.
Well,
No, I understand now. You're Valor.
yes, but I will be going back to that form. This form cannot carry that form.
Alright.
I am going to go procure supplies with my share of the money. I will be back soon.
Alright. If you need more money, or
I do not.
help with something.
Yeah, Query is going to like hop out the window.
Why do they keep doing that?
Well, now that that's done, what's our next move? Because the way I see it, we either see my family or we see Faye's family.
Not mutually exclusive goals, mind. They are in the same direction.
True, but one has to happen first unless they move to Brookvale.
Yeah, I doubt it. They are on the road. No, we could cut a triangle though. Wouldn't be.
Yeah,
wouldn't be that hard.
that's nice. That's nice. Are we really not going to talk about Cora?
I feel like I've already moved on.
What would you like to say, Razek?
Sorry, no, that was a lie. I've been trying not to lie to you guys as much. I'm gonna scream about it later, but for now, I think I'm good.
What do you need to say, Razek?
Yeah.
Well, I think I think they made a big mistake today. She's a threat to us, and she's a threat to Waterdeep, and she is a threat to really anyone that she meets. She will do the Raven Queen's bidding, and they should have ended her.
Well,
She's not a threat to us.
not currently, and I think the judgment was sound, because what they're gonna do is keep her there for 5 years and then test her again, and if she gets worse or becomes more of a danger to herself or others, they will do something about that. It's not over.
I don't think Razek's wrong, though. What she did with that phylactery, that's a threat to everyone, including us.
I don't
Like-
know if the specific action was a threat so much as it was a belying of the fact that it could be a much worse threat.
Well,
And if
Whether
if-
she intentionally meant that to threaten everyone, we're I see it far down the road that we'll eventually have to clean up her mess, and that could be dangerous for us.
Yes,
Not
I
that
mean,
we don't usually partake in dangerous activities.
if the Raven Queen decides that unleashing the Beast Lord again will provide her with more misery and sorrow, that we're to expect that not to happen.
I fully expect that to happen. But what do you intend to do about it?
Why would
Well,
the Raven
this isn't-
Queen release
this
this
isn't-
thing?
This is it. Well, the Raven Queen might release this thing because she determines that she can collect more misery and sorrow with this thing out in the world than in the Shadowvale.
She could vie for direct control over it. She probably will. What is your point?
There's
My
plenty
my
of
point-
misery in the world.
My point is that if Cora would do that, what would Cora not do? If the Raven Queen asked for Pete's head, do you think Cora would hesitate?
No? Not
I
anymore.
would hope so.
So she is a threat, and she should be ended.
It's kind of out of our control at this point, bud. I mean, if you want, I'm sure they would hear us out if you wanted to make an appeal of some kind, but generally, I don't think they let citizens hand out capital punishments.
The issue here is not ultimately about Cora. I'm expressing my opinion on what should be done with her because I need to know where everyone stands.
Oh no, I agree with you. Yeah.
I guess my perspective is that unless we plan on taking her from the authorities, we don't really have much of a choice.
No, you misunderstand. He just
I
wants
think
to know how you feel about it. He knows the situation. He just wants to know how you feel about it.
Yes, that's correct.
I mean, I'm not certain I've ever truly trusted her, and this has only kind of cemented that fact. But she can't come back with us. It's as simple as that. I think her fate's in other people's hands, but should we cross paths again, she's not allowed.
I
Well,
think we may have to have a more steadfast reaction than not hanging out with her anymore, bud.
You're trying to say she's, what, a mortal enemy now?
Possibly. I mean, it would stand to be seen.
I mean, that's... You're saying possibly. It's fairly straightforward, yes or no. Do you think she is a threat to us all now?
Do I think
Yeah,
she's a
The
threat to
kind
us?
of threat that we just dealt with, say, in the sewers a few hours ago, where it's ask no questions, put it down.
Yes. She is a threat. She is one that we can handle, and if we see her again, we should do that.
Now, I would disagree on that front to an extent. There are situations that would make me change my mind about this, but as of currently, yeah, I agree with Razik.
Because she stole from us.
No, because of what that means.
Explain.
Because she was willing to go behind our backs and lie to our faces and do something extremely dangerous without getting any of us involved. That could result in the loss of life of an uncountable number of people across any number of planes. What she did was selfish and
is-
dishonest, and she showed no remorse for it.
What could happen as a result of those actions is not what we judge someone on. If someone made a golem out of the manual you stole, and it killed hundreds of people, should I put you down right now?
Would I be sorry for it? Would I lie
don't
to you
think
and tell
you
you I
would.
didn't take it? Would I be duplicitous? Would I
You
beg
were
for
when you
power?
took it. I don't think that you would be sorry for it.
I am, and I was.
Oryx, do you think that a golem is a threat that the Beast Lord is?
I've never fought one. I don't know.
They're not. They're simply not. Especially not in the hands of someone who can send it to other places instantaneously. I don't know what the Beast Lord was working with power-wise before, because we killed him pretty much before he ever got to do anything too scary. But if he shacks up with the Raven Queen and gets the kinds of powers that Zira has as well,
That would require selling a thing he apparently doesn't own now, wouldn't it?
I mean, then by your logic, she already owns him.
Well,
If she
let me
has the
ask,
soul,
Oryx.
yes.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me ask-
terrible.
Are
She
you
had-
suggest-
Plenty of souls. Why is one more from this creature so much worse than the untold number she had before today?
Because this creature is alive and powerful. Orcs. It is
There
a
are
weapon.
Plenty of living.
It is a
powerful creatures.
weapon. And she gave it to him to her on purpose.
I'm not happy that she stole from you. I'm not happy that she lied to all of us.
This moral equivalency argument doesn't work. Because a murderer holds a knife is not
At
an
the end of the
answer for
day-
why not to give a murderer a knife. It's just
She was
not.
down there in those tunnels with us. She fought with us and ended the threat to this town with us.
And then
all
handed it to
after-
someone else.
It was
She-
apparently already gone. She said she stole it in the night. She did that and then still went down in there with us.
She was not interested in ending the threat to the city. She was interested in down there with us for a different purpose. She was down there
Which
to deliver
was?
the Beast Lord to the Raven Queen.
We didn't even know he was down there. Not until we got down there and found him there.
We had a pretty good inkling.
We were handed his phylactery, and along with a guide.
A guide to stop a ritual, yes.
You're splitting hairs, Oryx.
I'm not, because my point is simply that she still fought beside us.
And that
And-
automatically makes her trustworthy?
It means I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt, which suddenly no one else seems to be willing to do.
Oh,
And
that's not what I
instead,
said.
We have people. It is what you said. 5
No.
seconds ago, you just said you would put her down if you saw her in the street,
I said
just like Razik suggested.
currently. As in currently. If she broke out of prison, yes, I would kill her.
Now who is splitting hairs?
I believe in the word of law to a point, Oryx. And at that point, she would be a wanted dead or alive criminal, and I would kill her if need be. Yes, I would.
Which is not the scenario that Razik was describing.
But it was the scenario I had pictured in my head. If she commutes her sentence after 5 years, and the judge decides, after examination, that she is to be let free, I would have a civil conversation with Zira. Well, perhaps not civil, but a conversation that did not involve my weapons. Absolutely.
Well, this is nice. Now I know where everyone stands. Hopefully, she never gets out of prison, and if she does, we never see her, and we won't have to make these theoretical computations practical.
In 5 years' time, if she is let loose, if she is let out, I have told her I will be there. I will keep that word. If none of you want to go with me, I understand.
Oh, I'll go with you. Yeah, absolutely.
I want to say one more thing. I think out of everyone at this table, I have the biggest grudge against the Raven Queen and any of her followers. I'm just afraid that if we look at Cora and what she did with us, not every action she did was evil. I don't believe she was inherently evil like many of the things we fought down and faced. And if we look at hunting her down or killing her over like the simple transgression, it's not about her being evil, it's about what we become. We have to be better than her and her choices. So hold your grudge, be angry, it doesn't matter. Just remember what your actions say about you means more. Or us, sorry.
That is a valid point, Pete.
I'm hungry. Crunchy chicken, anyone?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, boy.
I would like that very much, thank you.
Oh, hey, Pete, you want to drink a bunch of shitty beer with me?
I do, for the first time in my life, of my own volition.
Hell yeah.
I have a few projects I need to take care of first. I will find you all later.
Project?
Yes. Something I want to do.
Are you being vague on purpose because you don't want us to know, or?
No. It's just something I have been practicing that I need to practice some more and see if I can get it to work.
Can I come, or?
I will catch up to you all. I
Okay.
would like to work on this myself.
Alright. No, I get it.
Few of you head off for food. And anything that you guys want to do while you're doing that, say, or anything there. You just going to eat.
Yeah, Query's just buying like the usual hand wavy amount of adventuring stuff for Sprite Pepsi. Little pairs of clothes, like a sleeping bag, a bunch of like food items. I'll probably buy a bag of holding if I can get one.
Level 1 stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like bag of holding, a bunch of just to hold all of the supplies.
Yeah.
Because the Lord knows he's not going to be able to carry all of them.
Well, Valor will. The thing is, while this is happening, Query is writing so many instructions to Violence. just reams upon reams of instructions, just reminders, things to ping off. Is making like internal logs that will trigger when certain things happen.
Just out of curiosity, does Query think Violence is gonna read like a book's worth
right?
of notes?
Yes,
No.
actually, just very slowly.
They're bullet points for a reason.
Yeah. There are bullet points, and a lot of them are just designed to trigger, like, internal memos. Because it's the same person. You're just trying to, like, trigger your own memory to be like, hey. Listen.
It's the equivalent of the strips of string I wrapped around my fingers.
Yes.
Don't take the kid owlbear hunting Valor. It's not a joke. Don't do it.
3 meals a day. Remember. Cold is a thing. Remember. Exposure, a problem.
You know,
Sprite
I was
Pepsi, little.
I was thinking like that's really kind of mean to just assume Valor forgot all of the things that they used to know about babysitting,
Mhm.
but I guess the exposure wouldn't have been a thing. Like that's a
No.
good point. Sunburns aren't a thing.
Yeah.
Worrying about
there's-
feeding the kid probably wasn't much of a
Hanging
thing.
out
No,
with
no,
a
no, no.
kid, teaching a
They
kid.
definitely fed the
Yeah.
kid. Like a
Yeah.
lot
Feeding
of
a
the
kid,
basic
teaching
stuff.
a kid, no problem. Like,
Mhm.
all about that shit. But making a kid survive in the wild?
Yeah,
That's
that's
fucking
different.
notes.
Agnes and Vivian are there. You'll be fine.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
right,
it's
right.
getting to them. Once I pass the football off, then Then like they can take care of Sprite Pepsi while I take care of Sprite Pepsi.
You won't have a problem getting them.
Sprite Pepsi's middle name is football.
It will
I know-
help.
Anyone?
I
It
know
would
plenty
help
of
that-
trees. I know plenty of trees around Tamor.
I mean, if
That's
you want to jump us straight there, that'd be great. Otherwise, we were gonna run like 17 hours a day.
Oh Jesus!
Valor just fucking
Oh hell yeah!
like Valor doesn't breathe. You don't have to stop. I don't have lactic acid. I can't get tired from running.
I mean,
Just keep
mechanically
running.
you can, but
Well,
you are
no, I have
right.
to stop to rest for 6 hours, which is not a problem. Just stand
No.
still and
No,
then
I
run
mean-
again.
Just because you're a Warforged doesn't mean forced march doesn't apply. You'll just probably pass because you're Valor.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's no longer this party's problem.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. Do you want to like get teleported there? We have multiple ways of doing that.
I mean, like, yeah, sure. And that would be preferable and much more efficient. Valor and Query just assumed that, like, once business was concluded, you guys were gonna do what you usually do, which is zoom in, focus on the next thing. Not worry about, like, what Valor or Query want.
Nah, dog. This is
Well.
different.
Anyway, yeah, Query is going to state that like they are about to go over to become violence again. So if anybody has any last things to ask the smart one,
Any queries?
yeah, if anybody has any queries,
I
Yeah.
hate you, June.
I'm glad.
boo.
I hang out with you on purpose, and I ate all your blue energy. So
It was
you know,
cursed blue energy.
I just want to make
haha.
that. I want to make that clear to the call so that you know what type of person I am.
Okay. All right. We're gonna take our 15-minute break. When we get back, I think we're sending off Valor, right? Or
Mhm.
wait. Okay. Are
Wait,
you
I do have
guys?
a question.
Mm-hmm.
So Faye and I went to drink. Is anybody else with us?
I'm not drinking, but I'm with you for the crunchy chicken.
Oh, okay, cool. Then after the break, then kind of do that.
Cool. Yeah, we can do that. Absolutely.
Sweet.
Okay. Okay, gang. Pete and Faye and Razik went out for crunchy chicken. I love that we've just started calling it that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just regular ass chicken
Mhm.
with
Crunchy
bone in
chicken.
it.
It's just
With
chicken
bone
wings.
in it.
It's just chicken wings.
No,
I'm
you
trying
fry
to-
it on to make it crispy.
I'm gonna try and eat one whole this time. Kind of go Rassic style.
Oh,
Feel
God.
something?
I need to be rescued.
I'm gonna choke and die. I'm gonna revivify her. She's gonna choke again and die. And eventually, I'm gonna run out of money or spells.
You know what? You know what they say. When in Rassic, do as the Rassic do.
When in Razik?
Yeah, please don't ever say when in.
Rassic
is
is the
an
name
awkward
of the
thing.
entity. Rassic's the name of the entity and the
Razzic's
city state that
person.
surrounds the entity.
This is recorded. We're gonna hear this later.
Mhm.
I forgot I was being recorded and I said a bunch of crazy shit. Fuck! This always happens to me.
Lily, I can't
I've
tell if
been
that's
there, nut
sarcastic or
butter.
not.
Is
Jesus.
this what it's like to be the? Is this what it's like to be the president incumbent of the United States?
Mhm, mhm.
Woo!
Shame.
Wow.
We got him.
I've stepped into a lot of people's shoes tonight. I didn't want to.
Crack shame. You have way too much shame.
I'm looking forward to years down the road listening back to this and hearing moments where we're talking about the current world affairs and just going, God, it didn't get much better, did it?
Yeah, we're all gonna be like huddled around our like one
Fire on Ted's
smartphone in
farm.
the apocalypse on Ted's farm. The skies
I
will
know.
be gray with nuclear winter, and we're gonna be listening to our episodes on the shitty phone speaker or like a broken Bluetooth, and like
Each of us in our tiny homes.
One of us
I will-
pedaling. One of us pedaling on the manual generator to keep the phone going.
I will be yelling at a sock wrapped around a telephone wire.
Are you not currently doing this?
No, now I just yell at my cats.
Okay. Anyway, Pete, it sounded like you had something you wanted to say over
I would
Crunchy Chicken
actually-
Wings.
Like to RP buying my first alcohol.
Ah, yeah.
I don't know what you want me to do for that. It's-
You're gonna be the bartender.
Wow. Okay.
Doug,
okay.
Doug! Hey, Doug! I don't fucking drink!
Yeah.
You
want
you
fine
motherfucker!
alcohol mixed well.
One alcohol, please.
Something
One alcohol
like
for the sir.
100 proof. Mixed well with water.
What is this? 15 proof? No, only the best for my friends. Where's the 100?
Fancy PPR.
Hey, that hero's feast is still in effect, right? So they can like drink the 100 proof and not
Yeah, they
straight
can.
die, right?
This is like 3 days later.
It is the next day.
Is
Sorry.
the next day, yeah.
Next day.
I realized that.
He's just hoping that we'll go in with such confidence that we'll be fine until we're not fine.
I can put on Aura of Purity so we have advantage against it.
Well, then what's the fucking point?
That feels against the spirit of what we're trying to accomplish here.
Oh yeah,
Against
'cause
the
Pete's super
spirit.
experienced, guys.
Sorry.
I don't see a correlation between those two words.
Hey! I have infected you. Yes.
This poison.
I have entered Travis's mind.
Poison. See?
Anybody want to do a sad libs?
No.
That look.
I'm just sad. Okay.
Okay, fine. Let's hand wave the buying of alcohol.
I mean, like,
I can only do so much. Look, I've pulled up a random list of tavern drinks. One of them is called Bilge Water. What do you want from me, Doug?
Oh,
Bilgewater sounds like the exact type
that
of
was
thing
even
that
more
would be
work
sold
than I was
here.
expecting. I was just trying to be stupid for a second. If you could just let me be stupid, Sarah.
Say, Pete.
Why
Just
would
a
that be
second?
different from normal?
This time I'm trying.
Say, Pete. That interaction to get your beverage seemed very long and complicated. Would you care to explain what happened?
Yeah, I guess he didn't understand what I meant by libations. And then he told me that there was a proof, and I tried to go higher, but apparently they don't go higher. And then I asked if tipping was a thing, and he said yes. So I gave him 5 gold, and I think I only paid 2 silver for this. I'll bring 2 glasses for that. I just kind of panicked. This is not what I'm used to.
Oh no. You're good, buddy. They're gonna love you here.
Well, cheers, I believe is what they say. Sorry. If I could, I'm feeling a bit nostalgic, I think is the right term for this. But not long ago, Faye, you complimented my my plan that I had made using the little imp that later would betray us. And I know it didn't mean much to you at the time, and honestly, in the grand scale of things, it really doesn't mean much. But I wanted to say that was a big moment for me, and I wanted to thank you for that.
I appreciate that you feel that way and remember that exchange. That does make one of us.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to be valued for something other than my power, you know?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you're pretty cool.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
I got a question to ask. I don't
What's
know
up?
if you've come up with an answer, but how do you plan on telling your family about your new body?
Oh no. I can't have a plan about that. That would be far too worrying. No. I'm just gonna take that as it comes and let all the anxiety wash over me in the moment. Because really, we've had other things to worry about up until now, and now I just don't want to think about it anymore.
Yeah.
My understanding is that's one of the things that the alcohol is for.
Oh yeah. That's not a terrible plan there, Razzik.
Oh, it kind of is because Brookvale doesn't have any alcohol, and I don't really know how to explain this. And he'll scratch his beard.
Oh well, we'll see my parents first, and maybe you can observe me and most likely learn what not to do.
Okay, no, that makes sense. If I could ask you a couple favors too.
Yeah.
The first is I grew a little bit, and earlier you fixed my armor, and now it's kind of snug. I was hoping you could fix it again so it fits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like an afternoon's work.
Great. The other one is can you teach me how to shave?
I could teach you how to burn all the hair in your face off with chemicals.
Well, I was looking at your hairstyle, and it looks very well styled and also shaved to an extent, so I was hoping you could pass some of that knowledge off to me.
I would ask someone that isn't me. Oh wait, no, okay.
Yeah, I kind of went through all the party members, and you're just the only other one with hair.
I mean, yeah, I could teach you how to. Do you have like a steady hand?
Yes, very steady.
Okay, we're gonna need to buy you a razor and some shaving cream. I mean, unless you want to, you can cultivate that beard you got going on.
I think, for the purposes of returning home, I probably shouldn't have it. That would be another explanation that I'm just not ready for.
Yeah, you're much hairier than you used to be.
Yeah, in weird places, but at least my face we can take care of.
All right. Yeah, I got you, bud.
Okay. Thank you. Cheers. Do you say that every time you drink? I don't.
No, just when you break into new ones.
Oh, okay.
Crunch.
Alright, is that it for you guys?
Yep.
You'll go and drop a silver to get some stuff, so you can shave your beard and probably actually why don't we roll a sleight of hand check?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh no, Pete.
Okay. I was actually hoping for nat 1.
I mean, that's still so not good.
I'm gonna be helping him, and I will add a flash of genius to that, so it's not quite as low.
Toilet paper stuck to his face.
There's the straight edge is horizontal near your throat.
What? Yeah. Because honestly, I don't know if this has come up in a while, but what I'm usually doing when I use Flash of Genius is I lean over your shoulder and go, actually, this is how you're supposed to be doing this. Which is essentially what he asked me to do this time.
Mm-hmm.
Is there supposed to be this much blood?
You'll get better at it, buddy.
And he just, every time he nicks himself, he's just gonna with a finger go over it and cure wounds on himself.
Solid.
Hell yeah.
Good fucking plan.
Where has that power been all my life?
Okay. Anything else happening in Waterdeep? Anyone you guys need to talk to or take care of?
Yes.
Okay.
I will.
Continue.
I don't know how drunk I am at this point. But since we tried shaving tonight, I will go over to Query's door and just knock lightly. 'Cause I'm nervous.
Come in.
I will go inside and is there a chair in here?
Sure.
No.
Okay.
There's a
No, there's
bed.
not.
bed and no
probably-
chair. And you see Query standing and like writing notes on a sheet of paper very quickly.
Okay. Hi. Do you mind if I sit? I feel like I need to sit.
Yes, you may sit.
Okay, and he's just gonna plop on the floor.
You can sit on the bed if that is more comfortable.
Sure. And he'll feel his way back to the bed.
I haven't actually used it yet.
I have a question for you since, specifically in your current state, I know you've been watching us for quite some time and making assessments and whatnot, and I appreciate the last time you gave me an assessment. I've been kind of thinking about my role in this party and how much it's changed, how much I've changed. Before, I really just saw myself as a healer because I think that's the role that had kind of been assigned to me in Brookvale. But I think these last couple times, like, I really proved that I'm more than that, and I don't know if I should really branch out. Do I stay where I'm at, or is my contributions outside of that more important than my healing? Should I become more aggressive? I don't know. So I was hoping with your battlefield expertise, because I see how you fight now, and that's vastly different from Valor. So I was hoping to get your input on this.
Do you wish to be a warrior?
I want to be a protector. I don't know if I'd want to call myself a warrior, though.
See enough then. You are already a shield. That is your primary function on the battlefield, yes?
I believe
Reserve-
so. Is that going to be enough, though?
It is difficult to be a shield. More difficult than to be a blade.
I don't know. I can't keep watching everyone else die. Like, I know I can bring them back, but that's just still, like, the last time I brought Cora back, I had to fight for it. There's something, and maybe that's just her. She made a deal and whatnot. But what if I can't bring some people back eventually? Look at when I died. That wasn't a simple resurrection on anyone's part.
Your tactical efficiencies thus far have lied primarily in your positioning on the battlefield. You have been mispositioned. You have not paid attention to where you are on the battlefield. So you were not an effective shield. A shield is only effective in a war or in battle when it can catch the enemy blade.
So I guess, where's my place on the battlefield? Do I go up closer to the front lines? Do I stay back?
Perhaps a mixture.
Do I stay in the middle while everyone else protects me?
I believe you are considering this incorrectly.
What do you mean?
To say that it will only be one positioning. Sometimes a shield is further forward. Sometimes the shield is further back. It is your role to decide where you need to be an effective shield. It will vary.
Peach is gonna look like down to the right as he's considering this. And then he'll just stand up. I know it was kind of mean to you at first, or a little standoffish, but really do appreciate everything that you brought to us as Query.
I appreciate that. I'm glad you have found it valuable. My final piece of advice. When I am gone, if you wish to learn how to position yourself on the battlefield more effectively, ask Razik. He is quite good at that.
Good point. I'm gonna miss you in both your forms. I feel like.
You.
Good luck with everything.
You are welcome to visit us.
He's gonna go into hug Query.
Yeah, Query hugs you.
Oh, I was hoping it would be more awkward than that.
No.
Okay. Good night. He'll kind of rush out.
Good night. I feel like door closes, there's a beat of Query just staring at the door, and then just goes back to writing.
All right. Okay. Anything else in town?
Doing the switch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first thing the next day.
Okay. Do you make a production of it, or just do it by yourself?
I just do it by myself.
Okay. And you are back in the big one.
Yeah. I think Valor looks down at the Query frame and like gently folds it up and puts it in a sleeping bag, and then just ties it to their back, so they don't make contact with it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they can't touch it, or they might accidentally like swoop across.
Okay, and then what?
The first thing Valor like pulls out the like notepad out of the bag of holding, and like the first underlined is the location of where the inn is, and like complicated instructions for how to get there, because Query doesn't know how much Valor is actually going to remember, since they've never tested this before. And then yeah, Valor will find their way back to everybody else.
Okay.
Not window this time, just like trudging up the steps. Bump, bump, bump.
Razik can definitely hear before there's a knock at the door.
Hey, Valor, you're back. How are you doing?
I am well. It is time to go now, yes?
Yeah, soon, but we should let people sleep that need to. It's been a tiring couple of days.
In the morning then, yes?
Yeah, in the morning sounds good.
Thump, 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 back down to the common room. I'll just sentries rest. Actually, sentries rest with, like, the notebook in front of me. Just occasionally flipping a page.
Okay. What happens in the morning? Do we need to do anything? Oryx, what are you up to?
In the morning, Oryx gets up. She reaches into her bag, pulls out the wooden case that all of her books are in, and pulls out the gem that she got from Misa.
Mm-hmm.
She will take a few moments to dump out some bits of the MACD scrap that she still hold on to, and sort of carve it into little limbs that she sets around the gem, and then she infuses it, and my little buddy wakes up. And I can't scroll my character sheet for some reason, so I can't scroll down to the homunculus servant, but that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I can link it from here, and I will. For now, I guess the bonus to Pete's shield will fall off.
Mm-hmm.
I only have so many infusions.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I find it? Doesn't matter. I will. Can't find it to link it. She will then pull out her leatherworker's tools and the tiny little scrap of leather that she bought, and she will form it into a little hat with a feather sticking out of it. And since my intelligence went up, I can actually use another magical tinkering, and so the hat is now able to speak up to 6 seconds of dialogue, which is just ha ha. And as she touches the gem, and sort of focuses on the magic, the little limbs fuse to the gem, and there is a mechanical halfling with a big hat.
Okay.
You're awake now, and you're gonna have to just kind of stay with me for a little bit. I know all you can say is haha. If you touch your hat, it'll say haha. I can understand.
Haha!
And that's it. She will tuck him into the, because he's a little tiny thing, tuck him into the gorget of her armor and head out to meet everybody.
Okay. All right.
Is everybody ready to go?
No?
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. God.
I mean, can we eat first?
Yes, I am impatient.
Do we see this tiny creature, or is it packed away?
Packed
it's-
away.
Yeah, it's tucked into her armor, so it's a little hidden.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything that needs to be established before you guys head out after eating and all?
I don't think so.
Okay. Cool. I believe we've discussed it being about, what, a 2 days journey, right?
Yeah, like between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Faye knows the way a little bit better than anyone else, but you have main roads to follow. There is a point as you're traveling a little more north where you see a fork in the road. And Pete, you know home is one way, but everyone else is going the other way. At least Faye's leading you that way. It is a pleasant enough journey. You guys don't, have any problems with anything that you possibly could bump into on the road at this point. And come to a little village, again, not far from Waterdeep, with a quaint inn that is about 2.5 stories tall, it looks like. Built a little lopsided, kind of intentionally. Has a lovely sign out front, and is marked with a carving of a gray feather over the door frame. Inside, as the day grows a little long, there appears to be folks who are here for the sake of just being out and about. And there's a gnomish woman there with red hair tied back in a thick and bouncing ponytail. She would startle you in her resemblance to Faye, but almost as if Faye were from a dream. There's enough about her that is evidently different, but parts of her still are very familiar. She is happily attending her guests and goes to greet you all as you cross the threshold. Seems a little surprised to have have such varied company, and says,
Hello, everyone. My name is Roxy, and I'll be able to help you tonight if there's anything I can get for you. Are you going to be staying for the evening? Are you traveling?
Yeah, I'd figure. We gotta have a conversation, you and I, Roxy.
I am here for Sprite Pepsi.
Yep, he's here for. They're here for Sprite Pepsi.
Oh,
Yes. Where is
Not a-
he?
Oh, well, he's just upstairs with the other kids. I'll go get him.
and she totters away, and comes back with Sprite Pepsi, who looks healthier, like bright-eyed, a little bit of weight, and new, fresh clothes. His old robes discarded, and he sprints towards you, Valor, and is knocked over by a tall person who is just in the way.
Yeah, I think Valor begins to start to kind of run, knocks a chair to the side, it checks somebody over, completely focused.
He goes to fetch his glasses that have skittered away, and he says, "Valor, it's good to see you. It's been like a week, I think, or two. I wasn't really paying attention. I had a lot of fun here, but it's good to see you."
Yes,
Wow, it's been a couple weeks, y'all.
it has not been long, but I have done much.
Oh,
My
me
hero
too.
journey is at an end.
Is that a good thing? I don't really know.
Yes, it is. I am here. Remember the promise that I made.
Yes. And we're gonna get to play together and hang out more now that you're done being a hero.
Yes.
Yay!
I have a question for you now.
Mm-hmm.
There is a place I want to take you. It is safe and full of adventure.
Oh, okay. Where is it?
It is in Taymorden. It is a traveling village, full of many people. They are interesting.
Well, that sounds really neat. That sounds very cool. I mean, as long as I can. And he turns to Roxy, looking for permission, and she kind of gestures with her hands on her hips, towards Valor, and he says, "Yeah. I can come."
Valor turns to Roxy and goes a moment and goes walking over to meet Roxy, and looks down at Roxy, goes, "You have done me a great service in taking care of Sprite Pepsi. May I compensate you?"
Oh, I don't think that's necessary.
Valor takes out 10 platinum and puts it in her hand.
I was doing this as a favor to my sister, but
Yes. It was a nice favor, but I will compensate you.
I assure you, Sprite Pepsi has its ups and downs compared to the other kids.
Well, I mean, that's not very kind to say in front of the kid. He was good enough.
He is a
but
good child.
She kind of awkwardly weighs the bag in her hands, unsure if she should take it.
Yeah, Valor's already turning back to Sprite Pepsi.
Valor, Valor, you don't gotta pay my sister, Valor.
I am not paying her.
Okay,
That is a gift.
all right.
She did me a kind service.
Do you have everything you need? I just want to make sure we're not sending you out there with no money and nothing. For the
I
kid.
have lots of money.
All right, great.
Query wrote an amount to keep. I have plenty.
Okay. Roxy, when your shift's over, we need to have a conversation.
I suppose. Is there something I can help you with? Do you need rooms?
Yeah, probably not a great place or time right now, right here.
Is everything all right? Are you being followed? Is there something wrong?
No, nothing like that. No, we need to have a bit of a family meeting.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. This conversation right here in the middle of business hours. I'll talk to you again. Yeah, a couple hours. That'll be fine.
Okay. And she continues to work, but you don't feel like there's ever a moment where she's not looking at you.
To make a good game hand around here, Razik. If you'd like to eat one of those whole.
Well, it's not quite snack size, but I've had worse.
All right. An hour or two passes before you can tell she's trying to hustle through work so that she can speak with you. You've clearly piqued her interest, and she did, over the sound of activity in the tavern, did not hear the very weird comment you made earlier. And eventually, she comes back to you. She stands on a step behind the bar.
I've been fingering my identification papers nervously for like an hour.
The corners are all curled.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, well, you all know me now. Might you introduce yourself so I can get acquainted with someone who calls me family?
It feels like I should go last. Really.
Well, do you all claim to be related?
Nope. I mean, of a sort, I suppose. They're like road family. I'm gonna nudge Pete. Buy me time.
Are you all right, miss? Do you need something to drink? Are you all right?
Oh yes, I do. Thank you. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
She pours you some beer and hands it to you.
Pete, you fucker.
Faye,
Buy me time.
would you like me to handle this?
You know what? No, it's fine. You're right. I should just come out with it. Hi, I'm your sister. Nice to meet you again. I've undergone some changes.
Okay, cute, but
Yeah, not cute. No, I have identification paperwork. Since the last time you saw me, I actually bought a noble title. Long story. I slide the papers towards her. I mean, these people can corroborate me, but you ain't never met none of them, so... probably be best just to start from the beginning.
She hasn't even looked at the papers yet. She's just looking at you, like, kind of smiling, as if waiting for the actual punchline.
So, we haven't talked in a while. I was working that research job that Mom got me, and I met a girl, and she left me, and I got very sad, and I cried for about a year straight, and that's why I stopped coming to holidays. And then I left that because I figured I could get very rich and entice a sick girl to come back. That did not work out as great as I thought. I ripped these here people off for quite a significant sum of money, and then I bought a noble title. I was working through Waterdeep, and they came back, and they proved that they're probably the only true friends I've ever had outside of this family. And we fought a beholder man who was trying to, I guess his boss that was trying to blow up Waterdeep, and we repelled an invasion. And in the interim between all that, I went to the Shadowfell for a while, fell in with some bad folks, and then I came back very old. And in an effort to defeat the beholder, I took something out of his eye and put it into my eye that I shouldn't have, and which resulted in my death ultimately. And now I'm here, and I look like this.
Yes, it's true. I did it.
Yeah, he was the means by which I have returned.
About 2/3 of the way through this story, she glances down at the papers and then slowly pulls them with a finger closer to her, and her eyes keep going from the papers back up to you, and the smile completely fades.
So, I figured I should probably come talk to you before I talk to Mom, because I feel like you'll probably have a more metered response.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Yeah. So, some stuff has happened. I'm a pretty different person now. Both
Phyla, what? What
literally and physically.
Phyla, what the shit? Over a girl?
Yeah.
And you didn't want to talk to anybody about that?
No, I was very sad at the time, and I didn't get out of bed much.
We all get sad every once in a while.
No. It was like that time when we were literal. You know how I used to just kind of get in myself, like nothing else existed. It was like that for a year.
And you
For longer than a year. I only recently, less than a month ago, after the eye debacle.
And you didn't even want to tell me?
I wrote letters. I never sent them.
She looks very hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Took care of the kid for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. He's had a rough time of it.
Yeah, sounded like it. Are you gonna send any letters to Mom?
Yeah. And I'm gonna start sending letters back here, too, if that's alright.
I'd appreciate it.
I'm trying to be different, I guess.
Not just because you have to be. And she kind of like looks you up and down.
No, because I'm sick of letting myself be miserable for no reason. Sick of hating myself for no reason.
Good. I mean, that's all we ever wanted for you in the first place was to be happy. Thought that school was exactly what you wanted.
Yeah. Success and acceptance are apparently not the same thing, is what I've learned.
No. Did you have either of those?
Both, actually. Though one for only a very limited amount of time.
Well, if you're all traveling, you know, you come live in the top, you can all come to the top story. Might be a little low ceilings for some of you, but don't feel right charging family to spend a night in my tavern.
We can afford it. I believe you me. But I appreciate it.
Well, shit, Phyla, I haven't seen you in over a year and you want to pay to stay here? I don't feel comfortable with it.
No, you're good. That's a good point. That's absolutely a good point. Are we still friends?
The only reason I would ever assume that we weren't friends is because you didn't write for a year.
I didn't write because I didn't think we were friends.
Okay, well, we're sisters. We're twins. And even with this very different body, I don't think aging a bunch, changing your eye, and turning into an orc can really, really change the fact that we should always be friends.
That is very cute what you did. Those are all cosmetic changes. No, I was mostly referring to the not talking to you in a little over 2 years. That's what I thought there would be hurt feelings about. And I assumed there are, but I didn't. I don't know.
Friends hurt feelings all the time. That's pretty ordinary. Family, friends, especially.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what occurs to me? I haven't talked to Mastery in like 3 years. Shit. Well, I have letters to write. We should catch up. I'm gonna stop keeping my friends here for a sec, I guess. Do you guys want to go upstairs? We can go, I don't know, hang out, have dinner or something.
I'm down.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, sorry, I started. Yes, this is Pete.
Hi. Potanus Zenvin, the Dawnbringer, but you can call me Pete, everyone does.
Roxy Underbarrel Garrick, thank you.
Very nice to meet you.
And this is Razik.
Your content is very good, but it would be better with less of the soft bits and more the crunchy.
Crunchy?
He's talking about bones there, Roxy.
Oh god. Okay.
You get used to it pretty quick. This is Valor.
Hello.
Yes.
And this is Oryx.
Hi.
It feels like there's too much to introduce. We've even just together done so much. I mean, Oryx has killed what? 2 dragons? 3?
What?
Why does everybody bring that up?
I
What?
mean, because it's impressive.
It is quite impressive.
Yeah, but people don't need to know that.
And a beholder.
All right, if we want to keep track of our accomplishments since we started, I feel like you've done the coolest shit, given that you killed 3 dragons. What have I done? Sold
And a
war
beholder.
machines? That's nothing. And a beholder. Yeah, that too. I sold war machines. Valor learned about their past and is now taking care of Sprite Pepsi, which is an equally good achievement.
I killed a giant.
I have killed
And-
several things.
And again, killed a lot of shit. I mean, we've all killed a lot of shit, all right? And we're just gonna start listing it out. We're gonna be here all night.
What have you
I
killed?
I like my chicken crunchy.
Razik
Okay.
like his chicken crunchy.
Can he?
And she like leans over and whispers to you, Faye.
Does he eat like? Does it have to be cooked?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. That I can work with that. Okay. Well, how about we all
Razik
go
can become
upstairs?
dogs.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Sprite Pepsi, would you like to go for a ride?
Can I?
And I will turn into a mastiff.
And he'll like pull your fur as he climbs up onto your back.
And I'll go trotting around the floor here.
I'm sorry that he did that in a restaurant.
Somewhere in the afterlife, Panner goes, "Aw."
As I am remembering that Razik's like transformation is a little more upsetting than other people's, with the bone breaking and the creaking.
She'll
Not good.
she'll just kind of whisper, as long as you don't shit on the floor, I think we'll be okay.
Oh no, he's fine.
And she will take you all upstairs to the like the half level of the tavern, which is very clearly built for her gnomish self and her halfling husband and his halfling children. There are 3, and they all are very sweet,
like accommodating folks who do everything in their power to make as much room as possible in the very tiny quarters. And you can choose to, share your lovely adventuring stories with them to their shock and awe, or you can keep it to yourselves and disturb them even more, probably, with how uncomfortable the silence will be.
I'm going to be I'm going to be catching up. For sure. And I'm definitely going to try to rope other people into it, especially Valor, who I assume is a very enthusiastic storyteller.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else specific, special that you want to do here?
Where does Sprite Pepsi sleep here?
I almost just in an impulse said in a box.
No.
No.
Roxy's like, we tried to take it away from him, but he couldn't sleep without it.
There's actually there's 2 kids' rooms, and one of them has been outfitted with a bunk bed, and he sleeps on the bunk bed.
They're probably gonna be uncomfortable by the fact that Valor's just crouched in the corner of the room, trying to not loom. So they're sort of just hunched, squatting all night.
Doing a Slav squat.
Yeah.
You are brought just a dead chicken for dinner, Razik.
Nice.
The crunchiest of chickens.
I am going to take my dead chicken and go out for a little stroll.
Uh-huh. And what are you gonna do out there?
A little midnight snack.
How far are we, as the crow flies, from Daggerford?
Oh, a long ways away. You guys have gone north. Daggerford is south.
Right. And about how many days would that be? Travel?
4, 5?
Great. Just to be safe, at 5th level, I will cast Animal Messenger.
Uh-huh.
I will describe to the little bird that perches in my hand. I will give a physical description of Master Crawford. And I will tell the bird, there is a woman named Zira that is wanted by the Zentarum. She's currently in Silverhold Prison under the name Cora. And I will send the bird off.
God. Okay.
And I'll finish my chicken and I'll go back inside.
Christ.
Razik wants Cora dead.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, poor Razik's never gonna get it, but,
I don't know, he's being very thorough.
he's being very thorough.
There's some very powerful people that want you dead as well, so I wouldn't discount that.
Yeah.
And I've got to imagine there's some Zentarum in Silverhold Prison.
Yeah.
I got friends on the other side. I ain't concerned.
It's exactly why Razik wants you dead.
Death won't stop me.
June, how many times do I have to tell you this? There are countermeasures for letting you go to the afterlife. It's so easy.
Yeah, that's fair, but who'd waste it on me?
The Zents.
Zentarum.
Yeah, the Zents for sure.
Not
do
from
we let
Silverhold, though.
Do we let her go to the afterlife, or do we keep her soul so we can extract information from it and torment her? Hard choice.
Bold move by the Zents to... I would love to see the war between the Zents and the fucking Raven Queen. When the Raven Queen's like, you what? You sure?
Are you
you're gonna take my soul? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go then, Zents.
No,
I also like that in one
that's a
history
funny thought.
text, there's a little asterisk. It's like, this may have all been started by some fucking
Yeah.
lizard folk guy.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
The lizard folk sent a bird and
The
ignited
lizard
a like
folk-
fucking 200-year war between
Bird
Shadarkai
that
and the
heard round
Zents.
the world.
There's now a
Yeah.
common saying that's like dropping the blue jay. It's like
Nice.
Oh fuck, that's good.
started by Razik. Also, you say that was a funny thing to say, Cody, but the Zentarum and the Raven Queen already fight constantly, I'm sure.
Yeah, but there's a difference between fighting and fighting.
yeah.
There's not for the Raven Queen.
There is, because the Raven
Oh,
Queen doesn't have
definitely.
that much like Raven Queen resources. She doesn't have that much of a presence unless she really wants to. So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
most of the war goes
know,
on between
like,
like
An
devils
invasion
and
of
stuff.
Shadarkai.
Yeah, Shadarkai,
Yeah.
the army she has.
Like an invasion, yeah. But that's not gonna go well for her. No, she kill a lot of them, sure, but they're not a nation.
Okay. Anything else happening? Cool.
Yeah, I guess the next day are we traveling through plants to Tay?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool.
Although Valor's probably not in much of a hurry now if Sprite Pepsi wants to like say goodbye to everyone.
I mean, I think he's happy to. Like, he's got. You guys have an evening, like, at a family dinner where he has the opportunity to say goodbye, and he can say goodbye in the morning and
Yeah.
everything, and come done. Okay, I'm ready to go. I've got everything in my box. My blanket, my clothes, my books, everything.
Ah, I have bought new things for you, but it is good that you keep your old things.
Yeah, this one was a gift, and then this one was a gift, and then these were a gift. They're all gifts. They're all presents.
Would you like to ride in your box? I can carry it.
Sure.
Yeah. Valor will like pull a blanket out of the bag of holding and take Sprite Pepsi's blanket and like layer it. And then like pick Sprite Pepsi up and gently put it in the box before picking it up.
Ooh.
In a few days, you will meet the other me. You will like them too.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
That is fine. I will show you. Yeah.
Alright.
Valor comes walking out of the inn carrying Sprite Pepsi in a box.
And Razik, you good?
Poof.
Okay. You guys arrive on the borders of Taymorden again. This map is gonna have some tokens that don't matter. Oh my god, Leander's here.
Hell yeah, he is. Hell yeah, he is.
Look at all these old tokens, gang!
Man, I miss the Tay folk.
Oh, all these folks.
My boy the librarian. I love that guy.
Oh my god, Zira's old token was on here. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Valor would like go marching up to the main tent.
Uh-huh. And you can find Vivian and Agnes. It's still like early morning. And
Hello, we're back.
Hello.
Razik, good to meet you. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Hello,
Yeah,
Valor. Yes.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice to see you. I think. Well, Val, maybe you should tell them.
Yes. The compact I made with you before. I am here with my ward, Sprite Pepsi.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. The kid that you mentioned. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Say hello, Sprite Pepsi.
Hello. Hi. Why'd you make me do that?
Cody, just like, go. Talk to yourself.
You're not leaving him here with us, right?
No, I will be staying here.
Oh, thank God.
We
Okay.
will live
Raised
here.
one kid 70 years ago, and she was already a handful. Okay. Okay. Yeah, come on. Come on, we'll show you around. And she, Vivian, takes the two of you around the village so that you can get comfortable and be set up with anything that you might need that you are lacking, but you already have had opportunity to purchase plenty of things.
Also, Valor is going to try to give them... Here is 30 platinum. If any travelers arrive that are in need of coin, give it to them freely. We do not need it.
I mean, I guess that's something we could do. I mean, we don't... you're not going to use it.
I will not.
We're not going to use it. Okay, we'll hold on to it for you anyway.
A rainy day.
Yeah, something like that. She'll take that off of your hands.
Yeah. Like, Valor still has the amount that Query wrote down and underlined, do not spend, do not get rid of. For Sprite Pepsi, for Sprite Pepsi.
Okay, anything anyone else?
I think Valor is like starting to construct a little like tent that they bought for Sprite Pepsi. Although it is definitely sized for Sprite Pepsi, so Valor can't go inside of it.
It's like a gnomish adult.
Yeah.
So it's big for Sprite Pepsi.
Yeah,
but
it's
way
big
too
for...
small for Valor.
Yeah, Valor cannot get in there. Valor can like sit in the doorway and stick a head in. And like sit at a right angle with his head inside.
Hell yeah.
Vivian will help you set up your tent, and acknowledge that she'd be worried about you taking a beating from the weather. But I mean, if you're comfortable, you're comfortable.
Ah, that may be an issue. We did not consider.
Well, if needs be, you're always welcome to sleep in the red tent. I'm sure someone else has got some facilities they can lend to you as well.
Do we have a tarp?
I'm sure we could find someone who's got something lying around. Oh, say, weirdly speaking up, that girl you were traveling with, the one who was a raven, she actually owes quite a bit of people some stuff from around here. Is she with you guys?
She is not. What does she owe?
Just some favors. Just favors is all.
It is likely that she will not return.
And if she does, that's probably cause for concern, huh?
We can help fulfill those favors.
It's awfully generous. Are you guys here for long? For a day? Longer?
Oh, sorry. We like to be dramatic and vague. Sorry. Cora is, in prison, and if you see her again, it's because she escaped from prison. So be careful about that.
She gets out in 5 years, so if you
Cora,
see her
the
in
Raven
5
Leader.
years,
You're fine in 5 years.
Well, not necessarily in 5 years. She'll be reevaluated.
Yeah, I mean,
If she gets out at all.
yeah.
Huh.
Be wary of her regardless. She's untrustworthy.
Yeah, that became apparent pretty quickly. Okay. Alright, anyway, do we need to set you all up for a couple of days?
That's a good question.
Well, I won't be able to transport us via plan until tomorrow at the earliest.
And what are we doing after that? Do we ever figure that out?
Pete wanted to go to Brookvale.
Yeah, if you're done talking to your family, I'm ready to go to Brookvale.
Oh, what's in Brookvale for you, kid?
Oh, that's where I'm from. So my family, my home. people I grew up with. I mean, pretty much everything, really.
The
That's
stuff you were running from, right?
I was, and I'm ready to face it.
Good on you.
Good for you, buddy.
Thanks.
And sorry about any lost time you seem to have misplaced.
Yeah, that's another thing I need to face, but we'll take care of it at the time.
Man, I fucking been there though.
I mean, I'll tell you, you look healthy. You look good.
Thank you.
But I mean, take a very old lesbian's word at face value.
You guys
Feels more
remember?
objective that way.
Do you guys remember
What?
when I was like 600?
Never mind.
That was a good time. Go on, Orcs.
No. I've learned not to ask these questions.
What's up, Orcs? What's up? What's your question?
Yeah.
No, it's
Please.
No, now I'm
No.
curious. I want to know your
Now,
question.
now we're all curious, Orcs.
I just it's not appropriate. Never mind.
Was that a sex term?
What do you mean?
Yes, she was June.
Yeah, I know, and I'm trying to get her to ask the question.
And now she's going to. She started it. Finish what you start, Oryx.
I was just gonna say. I thought you were elves.
I thought you were American.
Vivian's actually a human, but yeah, the joke is still good.
Oh, okay.
That surprised me. That came out of left field. I should have known. I should have expected the question, but god damn it. I heard Oryx pipe up and I'm like, huh. Oh no. Just immediately like, oh god. Oh, here it goes.
So, sorry, on that other note, if y'all are going to Brookvale, Pete, if you don't mind, do you need me for support or something? I want to be a good friend, but I also kind of really need to take some time off.
I mean, I certainly won't hold it against you if you need to take personal time, but I really
That's not what I asked, bud.
I really would like you to join us. And I mean, I think if anything, you having experienced my life, I was hoping you might have nostalgia for it like I do, but
Oh, Pete, bud, I don't know if I ever made this clear, but mostly I just experienced your pain. I don't have nostalgia for experiencing any of your lives. It was terrible. It was hundreds of years of torture. I mean, it was a valuable lesson that I needed to learn, but yeah, no, it was quite bad.
well, then maybe you can see why I have such nostalgia. Maybe you can experience the good things that I experienced while I was there.
That would be very nice, and I would like to visit someday. But I got some stuff with me. I got a space in my soul. I got a body I should get accustomed to, and I don't assume you guys are going to be facing any deadly danger going home. So if I could just have a couple days before we go fight a dragon again to just kind of be in my skin and maybe talk to a professional about the space in my soul that's open now, that would be very good for me.
I understand. If you take the time, know that I won't hold it against you.
I mean, if you need me to be there, bud, I'll be there.
I mean, I'd like you to.
Alright, then I'll come.
Thank you.
I need time before we fight that dragon, though. Not joking about that.
I don't think we'll be fighting. I hope we won't be fighting the dragon in Brookvale. Also, don't forget we have that library that you were interested in. So there's something for you too.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else happen? Oh, yeah.
I think like that night when everybody is like Relaxing, Valor very awkwardly tries to take each person aside to like say something to them. Like starts with Oryx. Oryx, I have parting words for you. I know it is unlikely that I will see you again. You are a true hero. Your quest is not done, yes?
Sure. I mean, it's Taymorden. We come through here somewhat frequently, so you'll probably see me again.
That is excellent news.
I did want to tell you, when I was speaking to Cora, she wanted me to tell you that she was sorry, and I think to thank you for being a friend is the part that she didn't really say in full words, but that was the consensus. No, not consensus. That was the... She said she's sorry. Also, thank you.
Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. Thank you for taking me into this group.
Of course.
I followed your hero's path, and it took me to the conclusion of my journey. I was able to honor the memory. I owe you a debt. I will repay it someday.
Valor, you helped me avenge my family. You helped me find the peace of knowing that the decisions I make now, I make for me. You don't owe me anything.
I appreciate that, but I decide if I owe you or not. When a day comes when you require my hammer, hopefully I will be able to help again.
I will know where to find you.
Yeah, Valor like holds out a hand to shake Oryx's hand.
Oryx will go to shake Valor's hand, look at it for a second, look at her hand, then she will giant might and shake his hand.
Yes! You must teach me how to do that trick sometime. I would become mighty indeed.
I can certainly try to teach you. How well do you speak giant?
I do not.
Okay, that gives us a place to start.
Perhaps you can teach Query. Next time you are passing through.
How much of Query's memories do you have?
27%.
I guess then that I will hope this is in that 27%, or I will look. This will make no sense. But thank you. Your oath is fulfilled, and I release you from the order.
That I remember. The broad strokes, the important things. Query remembers all of the details.
When you go into Query, Query will remember what I said?
In perfect clarity, yes.
Good.
I will speak to Razik now.
I'll send him over. Razik,
Yo, what's that, Orcs? Oh,
Valor would like to speak to you.
Hello, Valor.
Hello. You are going to continue to travel with them, yes?
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
The role of protector falls to you then.
Yeah, I know.
They are flawed, prone to errors in judgment. They require a protector.
There's little regard for life with this crew. Most notably their own.
Indeed.
I'll keep them safe.
Thank you. I also wanted to thank you for welcoming me in to your tribe.
Well, it was pretty confusing at first, but you were very valuable, and not just in combat.
I value you as well. Perhaps we will see each other often when you visit this place, yes?
Oh yes, I plan on returning fairly frequently when I can. Agnes will take good care of both of you.
I believe they will, yes. Valor's gonna like reach out to give Razik the handshake.
Razik will look a little bit confused and grab his hand.
Yeah, Valor like does a very brisk like pump up and down one. It is customary.
Yeah, many people do it.
I do not fully understand its significance.
Yeah, neither do I. I was hoping maybe you or Query could explain it to me.
Perhaps Query could, but I cannot.
Oh well.
Yeah, Valor like lets go and like gives Razik a very brisk nod and says, "Would you send Potamus over here?"
Pete! Pete and Razik will go running around looking for Pete.
I shouldn't be too far. I don't have a ton of business here.
Oh, hey Pete. Valor would like to speak with you.
Oh, okay. Pete will make his way over. You wanted to see me?
Yes. There is not much to speak about now. We covered most of it, from what I recall, yes?
I believe so.
Yes. But I wanted to say goodbye. I think you are the least likely that I will see again.
I'm not certain what that means, but,
Ah, you thought I meant that you would die. No. I do not know if your journeys will take you here again.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta say, I will feel a little less safe without you here. Even in the worst of times, I would look over and see you still there, and everything would be okay. But, and I look back to the rest of them. I have this ragtag group. I'm sure they'll protect me just fine.
Before we proceed, Valor like reaches forward and like hugs Pete and picks him up off the ground.
I assume he's kind of grabbing me like around the chest where I can't like move my arms
Yeah.
super well. And I will.
He's
do my
clearly
best.
not good at it. Like Query's actually better at hugging or at knowing
Do my
how to do a hug.
Yeah, I'll do my best to like hug back, but it'll probably be like a little like tap. Oh my god, thank you, Cody. That's all I needed.
This is the customary way you express emotions, yes?
It is, and thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Remember what we said.
Yeah,
You
I've been
are the shield, yes?
exactly. I've been thinking about it, and I'm ready to change my position in this group.
And on the subject of your return home,
Mm-hmm.
I do not fully recall Query's assessment, but I remember the broad strokes. I was also there, yes?
Yes.
Then our words still stand.
All right. Thank you.
It will not be easy for you.
I'm starting to learn that nothing really is.
Indeed. You must forge your own imperative. It is
Think I'm
not a
ready.
pleasant process.
No, but I think I'm ready to let go of all the imposed expectations from everyone else.
Indeed. I hope your hero's journey is successful, Potamus.
I'll smile. Me too.
Yeah, Valor nods and looks over. Would you send Phala over?
Absolutely. Yeah, turn around and walk away. Faye.
Yeah.
Valor saying your goodbyes. You may want to talk to him before we head out.
Sure. I've never been good at this, and I'll probably see you again.
Likely. But the
Yeah.
circumstances will not be the same, will they?
Well, at the rate at which my life changes, probably not.
Have you found what you were looking for?
You know? I think for the first time I'm ready to say no. But I know
Character
what-
growth.
I know what it looks like. And I think that's the first two. Yeah, I suppose so. Take good care of the kid, alright?
You see a brief flicker of like red in Valor's eyes. I will. Valor like puts a hand out to shake your hand.
I shake Valor's hand. And it's super awkward.
Mm-hmm. Valor gives you like a brisk nod and goes, "We can dispense with pleasantries now, yes?"
Yes?
Yes, thank you. Valor turns and goes walking off to find Sprite Pepsi.
Oh, that's me. Hi.
Hello! Do
Hey.
you like your new home?
Uh-huh. It's colder than the other one, but it's nice. There's lots of friendly people.
Yes. We will spend a great deal of time here,
Okay.
but we will be together now, if that is okay.
Uh-huh.
Valor just nods and picks him up and puts Sprite Pepsi on his shoulder.
Whee!
And, like, goes walking back over, I assume, to the fire where other people are.
There's a tent that is marked with a red flag that is known as the Red Tent, and it is the common space where everyone socializes. The young play with the young, and the adults sit and relax. There's dancing and singing. It is the cultural center of Team Warden.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the others are in there currently, or if they're, like, out on the fringes doing whatever.
I don't know. What's everyone else doing?
Razik is going to go looking for Oryx.
Okay.
Oryx is probably on her way to the main tent, like with Vivian and Agnes.
Okay.
Oryx, you have time for a word or two?
Yeah, what you need?
Well, you and I disagree strongly about Cora.
Yes, apparently.
Well, it is. I just want to let you know that I don't mind that we have strong disagreement. It's just good to know where everybody stands.
Yep. Okay. I mean, yeah, I agree.
Well, I look. I trust you, Oryx. I don't really understand things like honor or duty, and when I see something that threatens us, I want to eliminate it if I can, and have us run from it if I cannot. But I do understand that you know things and understand things that I do not. So I just don't want this disagreement to get in the way of holding this group together. We've lost 2 members already.
Yes, I was actually on my way to tell Vivian and Agnes about Panrin, because I know that I know they weren't fond of it, but they might have seen who around here liked him. It has been definitely a trying few days, even with our success in Waterdeep. And at least for me, I suppose there is still a lot to do. I realize that you keep an eye out for all of us for threats, and I know especially like with the hag that sometimes we don't always appreciate that the way we should.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for.
I'm glad. And I know that we disagree about Cora, but there's plenty of time now to worry about that later. So I don't know why she chose just to speak to me at the end. I know they would only let her speak to me briefly, but
I think that might be the first good decision she's made in a long time.
I guess. I mean, yeah. I don't know. She and I were not exactly close. Not like the way she was with Valor. But
she knew this group. She knew this group well enough to know that you would be the one most likely to have a sympathetic ear.
I guess. I think Query probably would have been just as understanding. I don't understand the whole connection that she has with the Raven Queen, but, you know, my connection to my gods is not exactly the healthiest either, so we can't really judge.
Yeah, most individual relationship with God seldom is very healthy.
Well, according to Moira, it's either forge some sort of relationship or become part of some horrible wall, or if you're really unlucky, become a larva that something else eats. So, gotta do what you gotta do to survive, I guess. You should appreciate that. You like survival.
Oh yes, and I think people drastically underestimate the necessity of perhaps becoming a larva or having your life.
Larva. Demonic larva.
Well,
Not quite the same kind of larva, I think.
yeah, you say potato.
No, I said larva.
I never could quite get the use of colloquialisms. Well, I know that you have many things left to accomplish, Oryx, and although I might not understand them, I'm with you to the end.
I appreciate that, but I kind of hope that that's not the case. Not
Oh no, I meant
for me, but for
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant the end of what you need to accomplish.
there is no chance that I will. Thank you, Razik. I do appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go see if I can figure out who to tell about Panrin.
Okay.
The witches point you to a couple people who happen to know Panrin. The guard captain, Elril? Or Aerolith, and Prest, who happen to know him. Neither of them have particularly fond memories of him, but appreciate you telling them about Panrin's death.
Did Panrin spend much time in Tame Warden? I feel like
He did, and he left an
Yeah.
impression.
Oh boy.
Not a good
he
one,
did.
though.
right,
He
I
spent
remember
most of
now.
it under a cart or
Yeah, I
stealing
remember
and
now.
returning things.
I remember now. It was a lot
I
of
love how
stealing and a lot of cart
everyone
hiding.
tuned in for that.
or the fake me out with the librarian, where he's like, "No, I can totally read. I totally belong here in the library with all these things that I can read."
Yep.
Or when-
The only one who seems to have, like, I guess, genuine sympathy, everyone is respectful and mournful that you tell, but Teravan Hoster, the priest of the temple, is the only one who seems to really feel bad. Yeah.
Okay, so first I was like, "Aw," and then when you said the only one to feel bad, that hurt a little bit.
Well, you stole from everybody else here. Let's see. Let's go down the list. Okay, we've got Prest. You stole from
Judge,
him.
The short.
Rolf, you stole from him. Aerolith, you stole from him. You got
Okay, well,
caught by Vivian.
I only remember
The long and
stealing
short of
medical
this is-
supplies and stealing or attempting to steal books, but I did not get away with that. I don't remember anything else I stole.
Medical packs and someone's journal, and you also went through Teravan's goods, but while he was asleep. But he is a good person and did not hold that against you.
Yeah. Wait, how do you know? He was asleep.
I mean, he was asleep, but like you still went through his stuff. Somebody
Yeah.
did.
And literally
Not
everyone
a
we
lot
had
of
would have been
suspects in
after
Tame Warden.
that. Yeah.
I went to great lengths to put everything back to where it was. as I was searching.
Yes, you did. You did. But again, he doesn't like. If he knows, he doesn't hold it against you. Everybody else would have known that things went missing.
There's also like not a lot of people in Team Warden, and he stole from over half of them. So like they
Yeah.
had to have had a conversation about it.
Again, we've only identified the medical supplies in the journal.
No, you only remember the medical supplies in the journal. You stole so much you don't remember what you took.
Well, then what else
Also,
did I
most of
steal?
it was like
No,
not
no, the
important.
splody points. Splody points.
What are floating
The-
points?
There's
They're
another one.
IE
You're quickly running out of them, Doug.
They're called
Help me out
RE.
here.
They're called
Oh.
IED points, Juniper.
Thank you. I kind of like floating points though. That's more fun.
Yeah.
Thanks,
That is
Doug.
fun.
IED is too serious.
IED makes us feel bad about what's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
IED is an extra level of serious to the whole thing.
Okay, we're distracted. Let's come back.
Anyway, like I said, everyone feels bad and has sympathy and pity, but Terravan actually is like is like mournful. Anyway. Anything else?
One last thing, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna find Faye.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry. Nope, not low enough.
Sorry. Who was thinking about Tiffany? Not me. What do you want?
You asked me earlier if I need you to go, and the
Yes.
simple answer is no. If you need to take care of your own things, then do it. Me wanting you to go is purely selfish. So, if you are looking for permission, which it sounds like you were, you have it.
I mean, yeah, dude, but like, okay, I'm not very good at communicating yet, but here's the thing: is I just wanted you to know. I wanted to know how bad you wanted me to go. If you need support, I will be there for you. I have shit to take care of, but I'm obviously more than ready to put that aside to help you guys. You're like the most important thing in the world to me.
Sure, but what I want is not more important than what you need.
Whoa. That's a lot to lay on me right now. Alright, yeah, fair. Yeah, fair.
And it's just, it's a visit home. It's not anything serious. Nobody's gonna die. We're gonna be fine.
Alright.
We're very well protected.
Okay, but you do have to, you gotta knock on wood after that.
I will find the nearest wood and knock on it.
Alright. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, how long are you guys gonna be gone?
I don't expect it very long. There's a festival soon. I expect we'll go to that, celebrate it, and then after I'll let you know through a message when we're done.
How long is that?
The festival?
Yeah, when is it at? How long is it going?
I mean, it's only a day long, but it shouldn't last too long.
When is it at?
Cop Sarah. Wherever we make it to Brookvale.
It marks summer. It marks the beginning of summer. You guys remember how this game started in spring?
God, Jesus.
That's
God, Jesus.
There's no way. There's no way it's only getting to summer now. Wait, did we start at the start of spring?
Like near
Yep.
the start of spring, yeah.
Very beginning of spring.
So it's been like
no, 3
a
months.
couple
sounds about
months,
right.
3 months.
been about
yeah.
a month since Valor was here, I think.
Jesus.
Maybe a month and a
Yep.
half.
Why do we move at such a breakneck pace, y'all?
Right?
That's a lot
Right?
of money.
The world was
bad.
gonna end.
We have no
yeah,
chill.
I mean,
I mean,
there-
yeah,
there
but
was
from a
that.
meta standpoint, the world wasn't gonna end because we took a break sometimes.
I mean, it might've.
yeah, it
I
might
mean,
have.
we're trying to
We
take a break.
came down to the wire.
Real close. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but that was the deadline that was set after we fucked ourselves up, like running at fucking a mile a minute. Anyway, so what? In a couple days? I don't know what day it is, Sarah.
So Pete, you have the context to know that this is like it marks the beginning of summer, but it is not actually on the solstice, because that was not the day that that the town was saved. But
Right.
it was just before. So it is about it's only a couple of days away. And I'm not going to be specific because that would really fuck up the rest of my schedule if I were specific about it.
You know what?
Yeah, that's what I
Sarah,
was.
I didn't want you to be specific about it. I wanted a ballpark, and that's
Mhm.
good. You gave me
Yeah.
a ballpark. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Faye's like, all right, yeah, I can work with a couple days. I can go spend some time not being in constant mortal danger or stressful social situations. Decompress a little bit. Spend some time in my body. Talk to someone about my situation.
Just so I'm clear, because both of these characters have been very generous and sweet in saying, I will do what you need me to do because my wants are not as important as your needs. But you have both expressed that you have that what you both want is just something that you want and value what the other person has as a need. So Faye, are you going to be going to Brookvale or no?
I think after the Pete, what I want from you is not as important as the time you need. She's going to be like, all right, yes, that's fair. And it has been to my great detriment before, running myself ragged, trying to keep up with you guys. So I'm going to take a few days.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was some mad Pete wisdom.
It was good.
He's very mature now.
Okay. Any last minute things for tonight, gang? As we say goodbye to Valor?
Just before we vamp out, I would just approach Sprite Pepsi and say, listen, Sprite Pepsi, do me a favor. Take care of the big guy. And if you need us, ask Agnes or Vivian. They'll know how to get in touch with us.
Okay, Mr. Isaac, no problem. I can do that.
And I will squish Penrin's hat onto his head.
Oh.
I feel like the last scene is like Valor holding Sprite Pepsi on his shoulder, like waving mechanically as Sprite Pepsi is like trying to get the hat to stay up as you guys like walk off.
That's tomorrow. We're not leaving yet.
Okay,
No,
that's tomorrow.
that is the tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I was making a joke.
Get to that tomorrow.
Valor standing there waving.
All night.
We're staying here tonight. No, you have to go now.
This is
how
the end of the
this
hero's
is how
journey.
it ends.
This is how goodbyes
The
work.
sun is setting and everything. Okay. All right. And very important, Razik, where do you take everyone to?
To the best of my knowledge, the closest tree that I know to Brookvale is in Falconmere.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. All right, then we'll pick up there next time.